Yo, how we feeling? Desiree, what up? Appreciate you coming through.
Now let's go backwards this time, motherfucker. Let's go, fucker. No signal. No signal.
Ooh, so we're doing something a little bit different today. We're gonna be doing I'm just basically gonna be playing playlists of my music, and then if you guys want to have me listen to something, I'll accept a donation request, but no free requests tonight. I'm just gonna be listening, breaking down some of the music I have, and if you guys want to donate to change it up, we can.
No signal, but I'm finna hit him with the dope switch. 4 bars, line him up and write another dosage. Pick a beat and let it play until I'm in hypnosis. The kid is in a state of levitate, that's where he's floating. His eyes roll back when he sent it in the focus. As time goes past, as it's imminent, I'm older. It's kinda like I'm lemon and my pen is getting colder. Remember when I'm skipping, but it's hitting like a boulder. You should've known I'm the type to not fold up. Feel it in my soul, not alone. Got my notebook, picking up my phone. Got a text, but I won't look. Only lead to stress, gets us back to the notebook. Plus I've been a savage, a mofo. Call me Nemo, tapping up.
That's what I'm saying, right? And I love this song, and it's gonna be this is the most recent drop I have on my album that's coming out, Bullets with Blood. This song is like, it's so crazy. Like it's kind of like I made the cover art first, and then I wrote the song, which is kind of funny. But I had the idea of like that no signal reception basically kind of being a metaphor for like my disconnect from life. Pretty often, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no signal, but I'm finna hit him with a dope switch. 4 bars, line him up and write another dosage. Pick a beat and let it play until I'm in hypnosis. The kids of the state levitates where it's floating. You know what I mean? It's like the only time I'm really connected to anything is with music.
That ass by the boatload. Hope yo girl ain't laid the class for the boso. Maybe cause she gas for a photo. Pose yo.
Right here was just a flex bar. I can't help it. I gotta flex every now and then. I like but there was a Finding Nemo reference right there. Tapping on that ass by the boatload, because in Finding Nemo they call the bottom of the boat the butt. So fun wordplay right there, you know what I mean?
Older, it's kinda like I'm lemon and my pen is getting colder. Remember when I'm skipping, but it's hitting like a boulder. You should've known I'm the type to not fold up. Feel it in my soul, not alone. Got my notebook, picking up my phone, got a text, but I won't.
And that right there, picking up my phone, got a text, but I won't look. Only lead to stress because it's back to the notebook. That's straight up. My notebook is the app that I use to write all my music, all my lyrics. So when you're on your phone, and unless my notifications are turned off, I'm sitting there writing, getting notifications. So if I see I get a text message, I'm in the middle of writing, I go to a text message, I see what it is, and it only leads to stress, so I guess it's back to the notebook. So it's like a quick little, like a little nod to the writing process. I'll just be sitting there writing, and then some bullshit will happen, and I'll just go right back to writing. It takes a second when it's all on your phone.
Till I fold up, feel it in my soul, not alone, got my notebook.
So yeah, also, I'm trying to get the Patreon really going, and I'm trying to get my Twitch really going. So if you guys haven't became a member of the Patreon or a follower of my content on Twitch, by all means, show some support, show some love. It means the world. It really does.
Picking up my phone, got a text, but I won't look. Only lead to stress, gets us back to the notebook. Plus I've been a savage, a mofo. Call me Nemo, tapping all that ass by the boatload. Hope yo, girl ain't laid the class for the boso. Maybe cause she gas for a photo. Pose yo, I can feel this in my skin, you know I'm built, not broke. Independent, but dependent on the chill of my bones.
Ooh, I can feel this in my skin, you know I'm built, not broke. That's like a really cool, like double, borderline a triple. So if you're built, that means you got like some physique to you. So I'm built, not broke. So being built is also the opposite of being broken. So when you build a building, when you build something, it's built. It's been completed. It's built. It's not broke. But also at the same time, it's like I'm not broken. I know what I'm doing in this life. I know I'm made for music. So I can feel this in my skin. You know I'm built, not broke. I can feel it in my skin. It's like goosebumps. Like when you get goosebumps, that's like the perfect embodiment of what I mean. That feeling. And independent but dependent on the chill of my bones. That's the goosebumps that I was referring to. I am an independent artist, but I am dependent on that feeling that is special that I have with music. Independent but dependent on the chill of my bones. When I pick apart, listen hard and never, like it's gonna keep going, but it's crazy. I definitely would have had to rewind several times. There's so much, and here's the thing. There's also something like me and Angry Orphan talk about all the time, how you can replay it as much as many times as you can, but sometimes it's just not enough. You can't just understand what the artist is trying to say, because sometimes the lines only make sense to the artist. So, which is something I'm trying to get better at. I love transparency of my lyrics. I try to be as open as possible, but at the same time, it's perception. Not everyone thinks like you.
When I'm picking up a pen, the rhythm minimize holes.
And we're going to be going through the whole kind of discography. I'm not going to just sit here, you know what I mean, and go like chronologically. I've got it on shuffle, so we're going to go from like anything from this most recent release to back in 2018 to anything in between. So that's like 4 years worth of time we can travel.
In the pocket that I'm sitting in the criticized mode.
I appreciate you, Desiree, seriously.
They'll pick apart this an ordinary line of walking. Sleeping on the come up, not a care cause I'm above it. I got a little family, I'm aware that I'm in love with. The image of the future, what I'm building is a comfort.
And that right there is just an absolute fact. I'm aware of what I'm building, the family that I'm building. It's a comfort for my own, mental state. I am very happy with the family I'm building, you know what I'm saying? And then, hold on, let me go back.
I'm aware that I'm in love with the image of the future, what I'm building is a comfort. Come up, not a care cause I'm above it. I got a little, they'll pick apart this an ordinary in the pocket that I'm sitting in the criticized mode.
Yeah, and this is like how people criticize my writing style, criticize my writing. They'll pick apart, listen art in every line awoken. So they'll pick apart every line. They'll pick apart the art. Sleeping on the come up, not a care cause I'm above it. I got a little family, I'm aware that I'm in love with. The image of the future that I'm building is a comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like the image of the future that I'm building with my family, with the career, with like everything. And people pick apart music way too much. I get it. People have preferences and whatnot, but sometimes I just feel like they're not listening with their heart. You know what I'm saying? They're listening with their brain is telling them, which isn't an issue, but yeah. And I've heard that it's a mistake trying to make sure that it makes sense to the audience. Oh, interesting. Yeah, honestly, I could see that. If you try to make something make sense for just a specific demographic, kind of takes away the genuine feeling when you're listening to a music, like an artist.
They'll pick apart this an ordinary line of walking. Sleeping on the come up, not a care cause I'm above it. I got a little family, I'm aware that I'm in love with. The image of the future, what I'm building is a comfort. Guess I gotta start with the stump first. Speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force.
That one's a really cool bar I like. Guess I gotta start with the stump first. Speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force. I guess I got to start with the stump first. Basically, that's like if you're building a family tree, you got to start from the ground up. So you got to start from the stump, because that's directly referring to the line before that, building family, the image of the future, it's a comfort. So speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force. And you know what? Bark is another bar. It's a double for bark on the tree, and then bark, for a dog that barks, talking shit, barking at the gumping, barking at the lips. So speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force. So my voice being that pitch, that dog reference there. So a little double there that I like that I'm sure a lot of people don't catch.
I'm building is a comfort. Guess I gotta start with the stump first. Speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force. Trauma since it's birth, what he's done for. Isn't really much, but it comes for. Maybe just as once he could run for it, full speed.
Woo! Hey, yeah, that's true. Raps, you especially with lyricism, like when anyone who's super lyrical with the craft, yeah, like that's like rule number 1, man. Just rap your heart out in your life, because you got a whole 3-minute song to just talk. And I'm pretty sure this is these lines are kind of just talking about facing bullshit head on.
It's a comfort. Guess I gotta start with the stump first. Speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force. Trauma since it's birth, what he's done for.
Yeah, trauma since it's birth, what he's done for. Isn't really much, but it comes forward. So basically, what have I done to help deal with my trauma? Trauma since it's birth, what he's done for. Isn't really much, but it comes forward. Full speed straight ahead. I met him with a metamorph. Rappers turn my letters into rhetorics and metaphors. So that's just a big old way of saying the way I deal with my trauma is I rap about it, and I use it to give me energy, and I don't let that shit bother me like I did for the first 20 years of my life. And Metamorph is a Yu-Gi-Oh reference for kids growing up in the 90s like me, so it's a trap card. It basically just gives you more power, and whatever hits, like whatever you're facing in battle, you get stronger from it. So when rappers turn my letters into rhetorics from metaphors, or from my rhetorics into whatever the line is. Basically, rappers looking into my writings, pointing out what's wrong with it, and I'll meet them with the metamorph. So it's like, yo, whatever they have to say about my writing, like there's usually a rhyme for a reason. You know what I mean? It's usually all got purpose.
Gotta start with the start first. Speaking of the bark bites, voice is a blunt force. Trauma since it's barked what he's done for. Isn't really much, but it comes for. Maybe just as once he could run for it. Full speed, straight ahead. I met him with the metamorph. Rappers turn my letters into rhetorics and metaphors. Try to be authentic and remember, represent the voice.
Try to be authentic and remember. That's the last bar for the 4-bar structure. The rappers turn my headers into metamorph, rhetoric. Hold on, I want to make sure I got it right. Right here. So maybe it's just as once he could run for it, full speed, straight ahead, and met him with the metamorph. Rappers turn my letters into rhetorics of metaphors. Try to be authentic and remember, represent the voice. Like I love that line. It's a perfect way. That's why I repeat it. It's a perfect way of talking about what I'm always kind of preaching, for lack of a better word. And that's just simply be better. You know what I'm saying? Be better. Try to be authentic. Be yourself. Represent the voice. Be the voice of the people who don't have one. You know what I mean? Like, plain and simple.
Since a blunt force, trauma since it's barked what he's done for. Isn't really much, but it comes for. Maybe just as once he could run for it. Full speed, straight ahead. I met him with the metamorph. Rappers turn my letters into rhetorics and metaphors. Try to be authentic and remember, represent the voice. Try to be authentic and remember, represent the voice. I've been hollow with the pinners and the sorrow with the sinners. Hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. Try to.
So this right here, this flow, these next 4 bars are crazy because they're in like 4-bar sequences already. So it's like a 16 bar jam pack, you know, marionette type thing. So it's real quick. There is that flow was completely like I was inspired by King ISO and King Crash, I believe. This song right here has a flow on it that is basically I basically did it like this. I've been hollow where the pin is, so that's 1. I've been hollow where the pen is, and the sorrow where the sin is. That's 2. Hollow, sorrow, pen is, sin is. I've been hollow where the pen is, and the sorrow where the sin is. Hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. So that's calling of the Guinness, hollow where the sin is, sorrow where the pen is, just to fill the void. So that's hollow where the pen is, and the sorrow where the sin is. Hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. So that's a 4-bar, like, or 4 rhythm. You know what I mean? There's like 4 little rhythms in there, but it's so squished down into 1 bar. And I've got 4 of those, so it's almost like there's 16. And that cadence, I took it right out of here, man. King ISO. Yo, what up, Nico? I'm honestly just giving a bar breakdown. We're doing this thing where I'm basically listening to all my music as a playlist, and if anybody wants to interrupt the playlist, they just basically, you got to send a donation request. I'm not doing free requests because I took this more as an opportunity to explain a lot of my lyrics and just do a bar breakdown in general of my music, because I don't get the chance to do that myself. I rarely get the chance, and I rarely honestly think about the idea of doing it. So here I am. Ooh, I see, and that is something that I couldn't even try writing. I'm glad you hear the like the rhythm. But anyway, so let me get to this part real quick. I want you guys to hear how, like, I ripped it off in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like, inspiration you can draw from everywhere.
Go, I ain't talking about a vape, I want all the smoke. Fake lover, get you cut off, tell them adios. Bitches turn a nigga cold like the water from.
It's coming up.
Pouring like a bottle, if they're watching how I move, I'm calling no. Now I'm standing in front of thousands.
All right, here we go. It's about to go. I'm gonna hit him with the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2, 3. Like that perfect 4-pace rhythm.
Like it's rock and roll, hear him talking, I'ma drop him like a follicle. I was out here on my own, didn't even have a home, but it known for the gang, and I came up.
You know what I mean? So he goes, and for me, it's hollow where the sin is, and the calling where the Guinness, and the follow where the finish is to fill the void. That 1 into the 2, into the 2 into the 3, into the 3 into the 4. You know what I mean? Like it. Woo.
Just wanna be follicle. I was out here on my own, didn't even have a home, but it known for the gang, and I came up. I just wanna be alone, but they're blowing up my.
What up, Lane? I hope you're feeling good. I appreciate everybody coming through. We all hype. We excited. I haven't been on the YouTube in a minute. We just been chilling on Twitch, getting crazy. Rob Z, what up, cuz? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling well. We are a little cracked out today. I'm not gonna lie. I feel a little cracked out.
phone and I know what they own and it ain't love. When I'm in again, it's soul that can pull me out this hole that I'm in when I'm stuck like a drain duck. And I got a couple holes that I'm in, bitch, I'm going with the wind. I'ma smoke till my brain's dust. I'm tired of being.
Like, that was crazy. My brain's dust. So you hear that now.
With the sinners, hear the calling. Remember, represent the. I've been hollow with the pen is in the sorrow. With the sinners, hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. Try to follow where I finish. I can fall up in the business, so I'm playing instrumental just to kill the noise. Full throttle on my limits is a war, and I'm a bin, and I'm the soldier with the waters, but I'm still deployed. I'm crawling through the benches. I was brought up through the trenches. Had to learn to stay afloat when in the bottom of the river. I'm a clot.
So that was my emulation of doing what he just did. And these bars, I mean, they're basically a lot. So I've been hollow where the pen is and the sorrow where the sin is, hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. And this is something that is new to me as I'm getting older, specifically alcohol. So there's a Guinness line in there. I'm not saying I drink Guinness or that I like Guinness or I got an alcohol problem, but Guinness is a good bar/line for me to represent what I was trying to say in this sequence, because just in general, alcohol, it's crazy how I've realized how much that shit really makes you, you know what I mean? Like, it numbs your fucking feelings. And so I've been hollow where the pen is. So where the pen is, like, it's like the term for me, hollow, is there's nothing there, but at the same time, there's so much space. There's so much, like, it's got the room to be hollow, but there's nothing in it. So the pen at the same time, as much as there's so much there, it's hollow. And the sorrow where the sin is, and that's just basically sin, you know, that's very direct about what that is. And there's sorrow that contrasts with that. And if you're behaving not the best, you're gonna feel not the best. So, and then the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. So what am I gonna do to feel better, to fill the void? The calling, you can hear the demons, you know what I'm saying? Premonition of verbal demolition. That's right. And Rob, you part of that too, man. You rep the verbal demolition just as much as me, you know what I'm saying? How long did it take to write this? Honestly, this was I maybe 2 or 3 writing sessions, 30 minutes each. I should time my shit because I never time it, so I don't really know. But so that was the first one. Try to follow where I finished. I can't fall up in this business, so I play an instrumental just to kill the noise. So basically picking up where I last left off, and that's what the try to follow where I finished is. I can't fall up in this business, so basically it's like I got to keep up the momentum that I've established being an independent artist, being a streamer full-time, all that good stuff. So I play an instrumental just to kill the noise. So it's a contrast of hearing the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void to playing an instrumental just to killing the noise. Because if I'm not going to do the route of substance abuse, I have my vice, my outlet of music. So that's kind of like where that line goes into killing the noise of the bullshit. Full throttle on my limits. There's a warrant, I'm up in it. I'm a soldier with no orders, but I'm still deployed. I've always been a fan of imagery with my writing, especially like I could easily see how people might interpret some of my songs and think that I might have served in the military just because of the references. But the truth is I got a lot of military in my family and in my life just because of the upbringing I had. And I love using that for imagery. It's powerful. I'm an Eminem song, Soldier. It's like that first thing I can think of. And yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. Full throttle on my limits. Like, it's like, holy shit, I'm going as hard as I can so I can become a better version of myself constantly. And there's a warrant, I'm up in it. I'm a soldier with no orders, but I'm still deployed. So basically it's like, okay, here I am basically declaring war on my limits, and I'm trying to, I'm the amount of pockets I'm dipping in is just crazy. I'm doing so much at once, and it's all going to be good. It's all going to turn out for the best and whatnot. But I feel like I have no direct route, so I'm a soldier with no orders, but I'm still deployed. Meaning I'm still out here in this war. I'm still doing this. I'm still committing. I'm still grinding. I'm still working, but I don't have a specific direction. I don't have an exact objective, a mission. I'm just out there fighting the war, trying to win it. No one's telling me how to do it. I'm just out there kind of doing it. So full throttle on my limits. There's a warrant, I'm a bidden. I'm a soldier with no orders, but I'm still deployed. Army crawling through the fences. I was brought up through the trenches. Had to learn to stay afloat when in the bottom of the river. So the flow kind of switches at the end there. The rhyme scheme changes, but it's because it bleeds into the next 4-bar sequence. Army crawling through the fences. I was brought up through the trenches. Trenches. That's so hard for me to say. anyone who knows boot camp, anyone who knows military kind of stuff, you're either going to be army crawling in the field, or because you have to for boot camp, and being brought up through the trenches is just basically another cool way of saying, and also relating, because I've got the soldier/war battlefield scheme in this bar sequence. A cool way of just saying didn't have a good start, you know what I mean? And army crawling through the fences means you're sticking low, you're moving slow, like you're being safe. Had to learn to stay afloat when in the bottom of the river. Even when I'm drowning, I had to learn to stay afloat somehow. So even when you're getting kicked, when you're down, still got to keep going, still got to keep pushing. So, yes.
Up on your kidneys, all these rappers chasing clout while I'm a cloud up on your city. I'm a sign up on my riches and my fuck's not a pity. Always riding with my dogs, not a pup, no kitties. I'm a grown man shit in that chrome ride sitting, bumping many, you know I like that slow hot fitty. Got the CD burning like a vinyl, both sides ripping. Here's a toast to my ghost rider jokes, I'm kidding, jokes, I'm kidding.
And that sequence there was a lot there, but I'm a cloud up on your kidneys, all these rappers chasing clout while I'm a cloud up on your city. So that one bar alone has got a lot up in there. So I'm a cloud up on your kidneys, just basically. So if there's an issue with you medically, it will show up on a screen as a clot, as a speck, you know, or it is an actual blood clot. So just being the thing that is killing a rapper, just as a metaphor, as a dope bar, I'm a clot up on your kidneys. All these rappers chasing clout, I'm a cloud up on your city. So I really like basically the phrase cold shoulder, or like in cartoons, you saw someone with a cloud over their head and it was raining, it was a black cloud, like that phrasing. I like taking phrases and turning them into bars in ways that wouldn't normally be said. So, yeah, being a cloud up on someone's city, you know what I mean? That's like a way of, for me, being like, oh, I'm the one issue that's wrong with this guy. You know what I mean? Like he's doing great or whatever. He's fine, but I'm his one problem. Like as a rapper, as an MC. All these rappers chasing clout while I'm a cloud up on your city. So it's like that's a very broad way of me just being like, they're trying to do a certain thing and I'm over here doing my own thing completely different than the matrix these people are trying to get into. Check CashApp and email whenever. Excuse me, my bad. I didn't even see that. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't even think I have my Yahoo open. We're gonna do, okay, Yahoo will come over here. I appreciate you, Lena. We definitely just got our first skip. Well, not skip, you know what I mean. Our first pause on the playlist, other than my ass taking forever to do this. Just to break down one song. Hey, here's the thing. This is why I'm doing a live stream. This is why I could never just make a single video. It would be hours long. I take so long. I just do. Let me sign into this other. I forgot that I've got another Alpha Reacts. I'm gonna let this play though, and I'll break down more. But let me. Oh, what's the password? All right, hold up. Luckily, I have my phone.
I'm a cloud up on your kidneys, all these rappers chasing clout while I'm a cloud up on your city. I'm a sign up on my riches and my fuck's not a pity. Always riding with my dogs, not a pup, no kitties. I'm a grown maker running fast and it seems to be not attached, but
okay.
I'm attracted to the package when premium, not attached, but I'm attracted to the package when premium.
Oh wow, what did I just do?
Authentic and remember, represent the voice, try to be authentic and remember, represent the voice. I've been hollow where the pen is and the sorrow where the sin is. Hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void. Try to follow where I finish, I can follow up in the business, so I'm playing instrumental just to kill the noise. Full throttle on my limits, it's a war and I'm a bin and I'm the soldier with the waters, but I'm still deployed. I'm crawling through the benches, I was brought up through the trenches, had to learn to stay afloat when in the bottom of the river. I'm a cloud up on your kidneys, all these rappers chasing clout while I'm a cloud up on your city. I'm a sign up on my riches and my fuck's not a pity. Always riding with my dogs, not a pup.
This part right here, always riding with my dogs, not a pup, no kitties, or all pups, whatever that was, grown pups, no kitties. This is all like a really cool way of talking about like just the contrast to how hard some rappers try versus to like what I do, you know, even just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm a sign off on my riches, then my fuck's not a pity. So like when you sign off on your riches, you know, you sign checks, you collect checks, you pay people. then my fuck's not a pity. And when you sign off, that's also a way of saying like, I'm done caring, I'm done, like I'm leaving, I'm dipping. So I'm gonna sign off on my riches. Then my fuck's not a pity, meaning I'm not even gonna feel bad about it. So I'm not only am I signing off physically, but I'm signing off metaphorically. And you know, on your fucks and your riches. Always riding with my dogs, not a pup, no kitties. So saying I'm always a homie. I'm always with the homies. I'm always going to be down with the homies. I'm riding with my dogs. So that's another phrase, you know, that's a saying. And physically, I take it into the next level by talking about getting in the chrome ride sitting. So getting, you know, sitting on the chrome, you know, another 50 Cent type picture I'm painting. Bumping many men. You know, I like that slow hype fitty. Straight up being direct, talking about many men. Oh, many, many, many men. You know, I like that slow hype fitty. I like, look, slow fitty gets me hyped. So that's what that bar is. Got the CD burning like a vinyl, both sides ripping. That's a reference to vinyl records and basically when you would burn CDs as well. So you're playing the song however you can, basically. Here's a toast to my Ghost Rider jokes. I'm kidding. So that's pretty obvious. Here's a toast. I'm saying like, yo, shout out to my Ghost Rider. And it's like, jokes, I'm kidding. It's like, okay, of course I don't have a Ghost Rider. I mean, people could probably try to write like me, but they'll never be able to write exactly like me. No worries, Desiree. I appreciate you. Don't even worry about it. We'll be here kicking it. Are you going to do Joyner Lucas app thing? Oh, shit. Honestly, the Tully app, I wish I took advantage of that, all of that, because, I mean, it's something I feel like I could do, but as of right now, super just like music is not necessarily the biggest thing I have in the front right now. Like I'm always writing, but in terms of actually getting it produced and engineered and doing all that, I'm not there yet. I'm really enjoying streaming on Twitch. I'm so close to affiliate on Twitch. I've been really enjoying learning graphic design. I've been taking social network classes. I mean, I'm like, whew. I'm all over the place. Been trying to coach Rocket League. I got 2 jobs recently coaching Rocket League that start in September, so we doing big things. Also, I got the 3 requests. 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
No kitties on my grown man shit. In that chrome ride sitting, bumping many, many. Know I like that slow hot fitty. Got the CD burning like a vinyl, both sides ripping. Here's a toast to my Ghost Rider jokes. I'm kidding, jokes. I'm kidding. Hotter than the bottom of the spoon. My mind got caught up.
Yeah, and this hotter than the bottom of the spoon my mom got caught up in. That is a meth reference, and that is directly talking about my past, my upbringing. I remember the day I was shown, because long story short, when I was living with my grandparents after a fallout with my own family and my parents, at one point my mom was living with me and my grandparents, and she was doing drugs again under their household, and my grandparents showed me the spoons and how they had to throw them away, or how they would be found thrown away, and they were just torched underneath. Because when you smoke meth, there's different ways to do it, but bubbling under a spoon, that's the way they do it. So hotter than the bottom of the spoon my mom got caught up in, and any other man she fell in love with, there's no doubt in it. They say the love's a drug, but if the love is drugging out of it, it's nothing but a struggle for the couple that's inadequate. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a whole lot right there. They say that love's a drug, but if the love is drugging out of it, so you got wordplay on drug, as in dragging, past tense, and substance. But if the love is drugging out of it, then it's nothing but a struggle for the couple. It's inadequate. So that sandwich rhyme, adequate, like being that final line after struggle couple. But yeah, then that's a real fact. If you have a relationship found on a premise of love and there's no longer love for each other there, so love is drugging out of it, then it's literally nothing but a struggle for the couple, and it's inadequate. You know, it's not good. It's not like, why are you guys together? The love's not even there. You guys aren't even, it's the meth. The meth is keeping them together.
Burning like a vinyl, both sides ripping. Here's a toast to my Ghost Rider jokes. I'm kidding, jokes. I'm kidding. Hotter than the bottom of the spoon my mind got caught up in. And any other man she fell in love with, there's no doubt in it. They say the love's a drug, but if the love is drugging out of it, it's nothing but a struggle for the couple. It's inadequate. And maybe get to premise, put 3 kids up in the battlefield. The youngest in the crib, afraid of dad, and just to add a chill.
And that is a fact, and that is even. Hold up, I got it. That it goes so fast, it goes by my face or my ears. And maybe it's a premise, put 3 kids up in the battlefield. So that's talking directly about my life. I had 2 older sisters, I still do. So that's the premise. Put 3 kids up in the battlefield. So get them involved in this chaotic relationship. The youngest is in a crib. afraid of dad, and just to add a chill. So meaning the youngest me being during the time of all that madness. I was young enough to be in a crib. I was young enough to be just, young adolescence, a toddler. It's nothing good. But yeah, so it's like, that's the concept. That's the situation I was in. That's the reality. So that's the premise. And to take it further, so just to add a chill, even to this day, fist clenched, like I'm mad it's real, never wove a trauma because it peels from the mass peel. So it's like, even to this day, you know what I mean? The fist is clenched, like I'm mad and it's still really happening, and I'm never over trauma because it peels from the mask peel. And when I'll always make the mask references from Jim Carrey and Stanley Ipkiss because I grew up with it, and I love, like, symbolically what that all could mean. The layers of which a mask and that ego identity every person has. And there's trauma, that's a layer. There's romance, that's a layer. There's upbringing, that's a layer. There's, it's everything about that mask that you wear is just a symbolic thing of who you are and what you pretend to be, or what has made you. So yes, that's kind of what that is. Massetti, I love Massetti. I've only heard him on projects with Massive Man, so I've never heard just his music on my own.
Even to this day, this clenched like I'm mad it's real. Never over trauma cause it peels from the mass peel. Damage, I'm a manic, so I seal, so I can't feel. I'm a real MC, I guess I kill what you can't kill. Claiming on the come up, no one feels what you damn built. Just another rapper with the fans and stand still. What's another sub like? What's another...
So Jeffrey, I did see that you messaged me on Instagram. I'll probably check that on my own time. Right now, I'm basically, this message up here, I'm basically just listening to my music, and I'm doing bar breakdowns because I don't get the chance to. And if you want me to listen to something, it's got to be donation request, just because this live stream is really about me being able to break down music, and for the sakes of sanity, so people can have a break of me talking about my music and hearing the music. I'll accept donation requests so we can have something in between songs and stuff like that. What am I on? Right here, yeah.
Buzz vibe, what's under the rug bite? What's up with the snum side? Trouble number one side. When I hear a drum, I let it play into my lungs right. Smoking in abundance, come.
I need to check more of them. I've honestly only heard a little bit of Massetti. I need to hear his individual discography.
Just another rapper with the fans and stand still. What's another?
Let me run this back real quick.
Even to this day, this clenched.
I appreciate you, Jeffrey. I figured.
Like I'm mad it's real, never over trauma cause it peels from the mass peel. Damage, I'm a manic, so I seal, so I can't feel. I'm a real MC, I guess I kill what you can't kill. Claiming on the come up, no one feels what you damn built. Just another rapper with the fans and stand still.
So that right there, that I loved writing that part. Like, that part felt so good to write, because the beat is changing so much in the background, just subtly. And the way the rhyme is, it's pouncing so good against, it's like a little heart rate monitor, you know what I mean? It's like, and so never roll with trauma because it peels from the mass peel. Damage, I'm a manic, so I seal, so I can't feel. I'm a real MC, I guess I kill what you can't kill. Claiming on the come up, no one feels what you damn build. Just another rapper with the fans at a standstill. So that's straight up going from me talking about all that personal shit to just basically going back to and honestly, conceptually, like, not like literally, or like, it's just more figuratively. I'm talking about other MCs or artists. And so yeah, damage, I'm a manic, so I seal, so I can't feel. So it's like, yo, the damage from the trauma that I try to ignore, I seal it away so I can't feel it. So damage, I'm a manic, so I seal, so I can't feel it. And the manic, it's like constantly thinking about it to the point where you can't get over it, and it physically affects you, makes you sick. I'm a real MC, I guess I kill what you can't kill. Like, that's pretty obvious, that's, I kill what you can't kill, basically. That's all it is. Claiming on the come up, no one feels what you damn built. So that's talking about a lot of artists, try to, and I get it, they're literally just manifesting what they want in the world, their dreams. But a lot of artists talk this big game, and they leave a year later, 2 years later, like, they're not really in this. Claiming on the come up, no one feels what you damn built. Just another rapper with no fans at a standstill. So, there's a difference between having views and having fans, having sales, having tickets, having shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, communities being built, Patreon members, that kind of silliness. If you don't have fans, you ain't gonna have none of that. They're not gonna stay around forever. So being at a standstill, that's kind of what I'm saying there.
What's What's another sub like? What's another buzz vibe? What's under the rug bite? What's up with the snum side? Trouble number one side. When I hear a drum, I let it play until my lungs rise. Spoken in abundance, comatose. How I wrote my verses inadvertently, not unearthing my birthright. The curse that'll burden me, put that work in the front of me. If it wasn't for the worthlessness, it would've prevented me. I'm a cobra with the panic. Now you watching the venom again. I kinda had you throwing. I'm a prey on the.
So that part, that is all just a lot of really cool imagery. What's another sub like? What's another buzz vibe? What's under the rug bite? What's up with the snum side? So like those are these questions that people ask me, like not just one type of person. This is just from my life. All these kind of like, what's it like to have another sub? I don't have a lot of subscribers, but you know, relatively speaking, a lot of people aren't sure, you know what I mean? Like what it's like to have this much. And I'm not saying I have a lot, but you know, it's like I said, relatively speaking. So what's another sub like? That's what they're asking. What's another buzz vibe? Like, so it's like, what is it? What's the vibe feel like when you start to have a buzz? What does any kind of buzz or cloud feel like? What's under the rug bite? Like, what are you hiding? Yeah. What's up with this numb side? Why are you being so cold? Why are you acting like you're being numb? So all these questions that I get. Yo, broski, what up, brother? I hope you're doing good, man. It's funny, on our on this playlist, I actually have, let's see, yeah, I've got our A to Z EP. Actually, maybe not all of it, but I've got some of them on there. So it's really cool to see you in here, brother. I appreciate you coming through. Checking CashApp, you say, okay. Much love, man. I cannot tell you how much that means. Like, I am so grateful, honestly, Noah, for you. Don't mean to drop your first name if you don't mind, but I think about all the time how awesome it is that I actually have someone who's still relatively in music that I've been doing it with since the beginning and that's been here the whole time. So yeah, shout out to Broski McBrosive. He used to go by Zettabyte. Pretty cool stuff. So if you ever see this, like on my over here on this playlist, you got Alphabyte and Zettabyte, Beef Jerky, Headed Out West, Mobbin'. This is the dude right here, Broski McBrosive. He's the man. Comet, another track I got on here. So we'll see if it gets hit in the shuffle. Broski, do you want me to play anything? Do you want to, if you email anything to me that's copyright free, we'll get it in between tracks so that way we can spin some stuff. But so we got Lena who sent the donation first, and then Broski will get to you. And I appreciate both of you, seriously. Everybody who's here as well, thank you. We're here vibing.
But I can die, 'cause when I'm writing the energy, feel my spirit, it'll spark the holy light.
Hold up, this part, hold up.
Throwing, I'm a prey on the centipede, I'm alive, but I can die, 'cause when I'm writing the energy, feel my spirit, it'll spark the holy light in the Trinity. Pull my pen into this pattern like a Bible, a canon. Me always keep it on my side, not suicidal with tendencies. Catch me caught up in a dot more than often with Hennessy. Never catch me with the bottle with the Daniels amenities. Slipped and riding with the courage, always nervous as shit would be just a little out of reach, 'cause I'm an addict, a piece of me, always on the chase of liquor.
Woo! I'm gonna let this run out, and that'll explain the last stanza or two. Because the scheme, you can't interrupt it. I'm sorry, and I did it. All right, broski, I appreciate. Again, I can't tell you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'll definitely just keep on doing my thing and explaining the tracks.
And it was amenity, slipped and riding with the courage, always nervous as shit would be just a little out of reach, 'cause I'm an addict, a piece of me, always on the chase of liquor, running fast, and it seems to be not attached, but I'm attracted to the package when premium, not attached, but I'm attracted to the package when premium.
Yeah. So that right there, that final bit, I can't, like, the energy I get when I hear those final, like, what is that? 4, 8, 12, about 16. The curse that'll burden me, put that work in the friend in me. If it wasn't for the worthlessness, it would have prevented me. Yeah, I'm a cobra with the panic, now you're watching the venom like anaconda at your throat. When I'm a prey on the centipede, I'm alive, but I can die, 'cause when I'm writing the energy feel like that whole, all of those internal rhymes and all that shit, like none of it's filler, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm trying to paint a very vivid picture here. So the curse that'll burden me, put that work in the friend in me. So what I sought at one point as a curse, which is basically being a workaholic, as a burden, I put the work in to befriend it. So the curse that'll burden me, put that work in the friend in me. So it's like a mutual thing. I put in just as much effort into the curse befriending it as it did me. If it wasn't for the worthlessness, it would have prevented me. So basically, if I didn't have that feeling of worthlessness, it would have prevented me from being in this point specifically. And one thing I want to note on how this is structured is that something I try to do better at every time is if you just read that line as a sentence, it would be incomplete, and you'd be like, well, what do you mean? It's not finished. If it wasn't for the worthlessness, it would have prevented me. And you're like, prevented you from what? Because the next line I go, I'm a cobra with the panic, now you're watching the venom. Like, so that's not like directly connected. But what I was trying to imply was that by having the cobra and the anaconda and the panic and the venom leak and the prey on the senate, I'm immediately creating a picture that could probably go in that void of what's missing from that last line. If it wasn't what the worthless is, it would have prevented me. I'm a cobra with the panic. Now you're watching the venom leak, anaconda had your throat and I'm a prey. So it's like, if it wasn't for the worthlessness, it would have prevented me from becoming this monster. I'm a cobra with the panic. Now you're watching the venom leak. You know what I'm saying? A cobra having venom. Me riding with the pen, having the panic, that is my that is my venom. So I'm the cobra with the panic. Now you're watching the venom leak. I'm spilling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Anaconda at your throat. I'm a prey on the centipede. 2 different snakes doing 2 different things. Anaconda at your throat. Like that is a squeeze like no other. I'm a prey on the centipede. Basically, I tried to. An anaconda and a centipede are both like these weird bug creepy crawlies, right? So I wanted to compare an anaconda to the centipede because anaconda's gonna fuck up centipede. I could be wrong. I don't know centipedes exactly, but I know anacondas are big and they're strong. I'm alive, but I could die because when I write in the energy. So going from talking about how basically since psychedelics, I'm alive. Yeah, it's true. I've had that realization like a crazy ass, but I could die any minute and I'd be happy with it. Because of also that same experience with psychedelics. I'm alive, but I could die because when I write in the energy, which is the music, when I surround myself in music, like just today, I decided to listen to a very specific song and I was so drawn to it in that moment and it helped me so fucking much. I can't even explain it. So the music, the energy that I get from music, yeah, I could definitely die knowing what I've done. Absolutely. So, feel my spirit, it'll spike the holy light in a trinity. Some Bible references, you know what I mean? Having the Holy Spirit, but I have holy light in the trinity, so it's different arrangement, but the play on words is there. So, and that is directly relating also to me quite literally because my spirit spikes when I am low key in, I feel the Lord's presence. I do. I've never really read the Bible. I've never really been that type of person, religious, but I am very spiritual. I've had very powerful experiences. I'm very blessed and lucky. So that's me being metaphorical and not metaphorical, but more figurative and also quite literally. So my spirit, it'll spike the holy light in a trinity, put my penance to this pad. It's like a Bible or kin to me. So my penance to this pad, it's like a Bible or kin to me. What is kin? Kin's family, close to kin. That's relative. That's blood. It's like a Bible or kin to me. And then having the reference for the Spirit and the Holy Light and the Trinity, having that in the bar before, it adds to the theme. I'm back. My bad. New Madden. So I was trying it out. Hey, dude, enjoy that new Madden, brother. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Everyone in chat, please remember to hit like. Absolutely, Landon. I appreciate you. So yeah, it's like a Bible akin to me, always keep it at my side, not suicidal, but tendencies catch me caught up in a thought more than often with Hennessy, tying it back to the substances, that Guinness, hear the calling of the Guinness just to fill the void, but now it's catch me with the bottles, or never catch me with the bottle, but the Daniels amenities, and catch me caught up in a thought more than often with Hennessy, always keep it at my side, not suicidal, but tendencies. I could read my lyrics forward or backwards and they'll still make sense. And that's true, and that is true. I put my penance to this pad, it's like a Bible akin to me. I always keep it at my side, not suicidal, but tendencies. The internal rhymes, the wordplay, all of that there is so perfect in this. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. My phone, pen and my pad. You know what I'm saying? My laptop, pen and my pad. If you gave me a pen and my pad and a notebook, it would all be the same. I don't prefer one or the other. I just know technology is modern, and what we have right now makes more sense to write on my phone because it just makes more sense. So phone's always at my side, quite literally. And people who are very religious and spiritual do the same thing with the Bible, or having kin, having family close to you. That's why Bible or kin to me. So that there's so much layered in there. Always keep it at my side, not suicidal, but tendencies. So I'm not suicidal. I've never been suicidal, even in my most depressed. But having certain tendencies will lead me to those thoughts, not necessarily where I'll act on them, but where you consider that kind of shit. You consider like, wow, what if I was dead? Who would miss me? You know, the usual. I'm not different. I'm not special. Everyone, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people go through this feeling. So that's what I'm referring to. So not suicidal, but tendencies catch me caught up in a thought, and more than often with Hennessy. So back in filling the void, there's also that mind state that comes with substances. And for me, alcohol puts me in very, like, I'm very happy. I'm very, you know, I'm a party drunk, you know what I mean? Like you would want me around. Very happy, I'm like a moderator. I just want to keep everyone cool and chill. But if you're sad and you're depressed, yo, when you drink, that shit takes you somewhere. The first time I heard A Drunkard's Prayer by Chris Stapleton, oh my God. That had my heart. I related to it so much. And yeah, I think about really deep stuff when I drink, basically. Just deep. Not always, but I can if I'm alone, or, you know, just, which I don't drink alone often, but it has happened. But like in the years, not since with Germ, though. Excuse me. Anyway, so more than often with Hennessy, and that's just another reference. So I don't have these thoughts, but if I do, it's because I've got Hennessy on me. I've got some alcohol with me. Never catch me with the bottle, but the Daniel's amenities. Slipped in right in with the courage. Always nervous the shit would be. Just a little out of reach, because I'm an addict, that piece of me. Always on a chase, the liquor running fast, and it seems to be not attached, but I'm attracted to the package when premium. So basically right there, I'm talking about how you won't catch me with the bottle, but the Daniel's amenities slipped in right in with the courage. So you shouldn't catch me with one, but you might find me having something with me. You know what I mean? Like it'll find its way to slip into my life. I've used the same tablet to write songs since my very first song, so I feel that absolutely, yeah. It's and that's a whole nother thing I could talk about, how songwriting and bars in themselves have a very specific structure on, like, formatted right now on my computer. Looking at my lyrics, it's so easy for me to see, like, this is one bar right here. So I can see this is 4 bars, 8 bars, 12 bars, 16. Like, it just keeps going. It's so easy. So that's a whole nother conversation. I'm sorry, but so yeah. So it's somehow you shouldn't catch me with the bottle, but it'll slip in. It'll find its way to creep in. It'll slip in and ride in with the courage. You know what I mean? Like the courage. Like there's a reason why in war and in movies they depict battles, like people, if they're gonna go die, they prefer to be drunk in battle. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to go out to battle with a little, they're not going to be completely sober. They're going to be a little fucked up. And that's for a reason. So slipping, riding with the courage, always nervous. The shit would be just a little out of reach because I'm an addict, a piece of me. So basically it's like, I've always been nervous, any kind of substance, which is why certain substances I'll never even try or attempt. And certain ones that I do try or attempt, I monitor very closely. And alcohol, I'm an addict. So at the end of the day, the idea of something be out of my reach of control isn't surprising. So just a little out of reach because I'm an addict. That piece of me is always on a chase. The liquor's running fast, and it seems to be. So it's like, it's always chasing me. Some, like, not necessarily as like, oh, I need a drink or something, but the idea of me being cognizant of what it could lead to. That idea is always chasing me. So to double for always on a chase, the liquor running fast. When you have a chaser, or you have a chase with your drink, that's like, it helps take the shot down. So always on the chase, the liquor running fast, and it seems to be. So it's like, it's running fast, and it seems like it. And also the final line, I'm not attached, but I am attracted to the package when it's premium. So I might not be interested in just having a drink alone. You'll probably never catch me just go and get a 6-pack and then doing nothing at home but just drinking the 6-pack and watching something. No, but make that package premium. Oh, did you say Sunday morning Cardinals football starts at 10, 11? Bottomless mimosas till 3? Football's on till like 6? Now that is a premium package. That I will sign me up for that. Social, you know what I mean? Social drinker. So that's kind of what that line meant. So this is why this song, No Signal, man, it's got a crazy amount of stuff in it. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to break this one down. I'm going to drop it in the chat just in case anyone is interested. But yeah, this album's going to be awesome. Bullets with Blood has been technically in production for 2-3 years-ish. I think 2 years. And that's just basically because I am creating songs and not all of them are going towards it. I'm writing songs for the first time that I'm not just putting on the album. Usually I'll just kind of, if I have a track list set of how many songs I know I want on the album, I might just make the first 10 songs and put them on the album. Right now, you know, it's the first time in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'll shelve this song for something else. Like, you know, I usually don't do that, but now I'm definitely starting to. Great song. I appreciate you. Seriously, thank you for that. It definitely is awesome. It's one of my more recent things I've wrote in terms of my discography, but it's not the most recent thing I've wrote, but it is definitely up there. So, because we got Lena's donation, we're going to get started on her first track. Let me get the second and third one up, at least, so I can be done with this email section until we get more requests and donations, blah, blah, blah. You know what it is. Yeah, one more if it's okay. Massetti, no problem. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, like, tremendously, Lena. Thank you. Man, my cat is just yelling right now. Do you guys hear him? All right, my OCD's getting rid of the trash emails. All right. So we're going to get on to Struggling. This is JT and JP, the homie G's. Pretty stoked. I already have an idea of how this will sound. Because I know both of these artists very well. I sent you one more link for whatever. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Cool. So we're going to get right into it.
Never thought that I'd make it out the struggle. Saw my life going down around a funnel. Now I'm climbing to the top, hits.
Hold up.
Never thought that I'd make it out the struggle. Saw my life going down around a funnel. Now I'm climbing to the top, head spinning, call my shot, babe, twinning like I'm running out of double. Trying to
Ooh, that was cool as shit. Yo, JP's gotten so much better with his raps. Like, he's to the point where you can feel his setup and his punches now. Like, in his delivery, you can feel when he's setting things up now for a punchline or something like that.
Never thought that I'd make it out the struggle. Saw my life going down around a funnel. Now I'm climbing to the top, head spinning, call my shot, babe, twinning like I'm running out of double. Trying to keep my composure, knowing that it's over. Telling myself that I'm a soldier. Done playing this game, I'll fold my hands. It's time that I really get sober.
Woo! Yes, man. JP, because he's an openly honest man, and him talking about his struggles with drugs, man. Like, it is. Not only does it hit home every time, but it gives me strength hearing him have such a strong mentality towards it. Because I would feel bad if I heard him, when I hear him struggle, I struggle. When I hear him being empowered, it empowers me. And this song is very empowering. He's manifesting that shit. Bars are cool shit. The way he's actually delivering them, the tonality, all of it's cool.
Now I'm climbing to the top, head spinning, call my shot, babe, twinning like I'm running out of double. Trying to keep my composure, knowing that it's over. Telling myself that I'm a soldier. Done playing this game, I'll fold my hands. It's time that I really get sober. Now I know I seem confident, like I'm standing on a monument. Got a battle brewing up inside my head, I'm enraged, hating all the time that I spent.
Wow, I love this. He's getting so good. He's getting so good to the point where he's really making his own sound. Like, he sounds so fucking good. I love that monument line. That sounds cool as shit.
Time that I really get in this game, I'll fold my hands. It's time that I really get sober. Now I know I seem confident, like I'm standing on a monument. Got a battle brewing up inside my head, I'm enraged, hating all the time that I spent. Trying to stay straight, but in the ashtray, end up back in the back cave with no vaccine. How can I stay clean? Stay clean in the back cave with the vaccine. That shit's cool as fuck, bro. Hating
Yo, I'm sure he is working his ass off. I love to hear that too. He is the shit. I love him.
all the time that I spent trying to stay straight, but in the ashtray, end up back in the back cave with no vaccine. How can I stay clean? Living in between it, I see vacuum, getting all hyped to my caffeine.
Ooh.
In the back cave with no vaccine. How can I stay clean? Living in between it, I see vacuum, getting all hyped to my caffeine. All these uppers have a way of bringing me down.
Yeah, all these uppers have a way of bringing me down. So dope.
Living in between it, I see vacuum, getting all hyped to my caffeine. All these uppers have a way of bringing me down. Synthetic energy not around. It's fucking hard for me to just not break down. It's pathetic that I let it control my movements, kinda like kinetic, poetic. The aesthetic of the situation, pharmacopathetic, being pulled every way like I'm fucking magnetic. But I'm ready.
Damn, getting pulled away like a fucking magnetic.
Not around. It's fucking hard for me to just not break down. It's pathetic that I let it control my movements, kinda like kinetic, poetic. The aesthetic of the
Ooh, let it control my movements, kind of like kinetic, poetic.
situation, pharmacopathetic, being pulled every way like I'm fucking magnetic. But I'm ready. Been ready for a while now. There ain't no fucking turning back around now. It's just life or death. I know I ain't ready, ain't meant to reach the end yet. Finally figured out that the struggle doesn't have to be real. I learned things the hard way. So what? I turn my fucking life around, and now every day I can say that I pray and walked away. Now I control ahead of me. Yes. The best days of my life are ahead of me. Yes. Addiction didn't kill me. I'm stronger. It will always live inside of me. Now I hold the key, and it's time that I share this story with the world to see. If I can do it, you can do it. Only you can decide when it's time to leave.
Struggling. Everyone off's a reason to drug again.
Okay, so I love JP's verse on that.
Didn't kill me, I'm stronger. It will always live inside of me. Now I hold the key, and it's time that I share this story with the world to see. If I can do it, you can do it. Only you can decide when it's time to leave.
Woo! If I could do it, you could do it. Only you can decide when it's time to leave.
Struggling. Everyone off's a reason to drug again. Why do I pop and fiend for a bunch of them? And how do I stop these demons from coming in?
Man, JT's syllable, like his polysyllabic rhyming, whatever it's called, crazy. He's got rhyming figured out, man.
Leave.
Struggling. Everyone off's a reason to drug again. Why do I pop and fiend for a bunch of them? And how do I stop these demons from coming in? Hovering, struggling. Everyone sees how fucked up the run I'm in. Either they tease, they shut up, or rub it in. Somebody please help hush up the suffering. Struggling.
Damn.
All my control's been sucked up to nothing, man. All of the blood gets crushed up and cut again.
That's like a 9-syllable count, man. I don't really know, but I can get better. I don't really know, but I can give some of them. I can get the flow and spit until relevant. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
I follow my nose, shit snuffed up and up and in. Cut again, suffering, struggling. Nobody knows the rough stuff that I've been in. Wherever I go, it's tough luck, I'm got it.
Nobody knows the stuff rough that I've been, or the rough stuff that I've been in. Woo!
And I'm out in the cold, no such luck recovery.
They wanna put my fire out, but I doubt that it'll happen with this rap, and my flame is high now. Despite the fact my foot's always aiming for.
Dude, he's got that Tech 9 level of fucking ability to bend. He can bend these words like crazy at will. I love, man, the underground rap has just gotten so good. Like, it's where it's gonna be in I feel like from 2020 to 2040, rap is gonna have like this crazy technical refinement period, and then it's just gonna like I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like people are gonna just fucking hate it at one point. Because once everyone's good, the standard is different for like what makes you stand out. And that's what, like, JT, what makes him stand out, not only how good he is at rhyming, but his voice, the word choice he has, like the way he sounds, the way he can tell a story. He's very detailed, you know, so it'll come down to the artist, but yeah, just generally I feel like as a demographic people will seek, it's just not going to be there, man.
From my mouth, I came to play and whoop you, my game is defined now. Every solo going loco, been taking a high route. It's a cold road, though I've been making a drive down. There's an overload of
like, he's so good.
Always aiming from my mouth. I came to play and whoop you, my game is defined now. Every solo going loco, been taking a high route. It's a cold road, though I've been making a drive down. There's an overload of snow, I'm afraid I might wipe out. Lose control, open the
Broski, I can say as someone who listened to a couple of our stuff the other day when I was making this playlist, I don't think my tech defines me, but what do you think? I think for me, when I hear your shit, it's usually the creativity and like the melodies. I think your voice is so good for for melodies, I think your rhyme choice is actually superb. I think you have a very unique vocabulary. So those are like the three things that stand out. Like Beef Jerky, when I played that recently, or like Comet, or even our A to Z EP, like hearing stuff or remembering like Godmind, like there's things where like I know you're best at like that melody and that lo-fi wavy sound, but your writing itself, it's just your voice isn't the best for the choppiness and the rap that you, I don't know if you still do it, but that you were doing at one point. Because once you figure out that point, like the part with the voice is just a little odd coming from your style, but where you do the greatest and you stand out in is when you have like just almost like Godmind to me is the perfect kind of song that I like from you, because everyone's, you know, got their own reasons why they dig you and stuff. But yeah, man, the new stuff that I hear from you, I haven't heard it in a minute, so I would have to go back. But there was that one album that was like really cool. It was the red cover. It was like hand painted. I think 5 did it for you. That album I really liked. So I can remember enjoying that album. So however that album was, that was probably the style I probably enjoy most from you. Because the production, you have a really good ear for beats and production in general.
Drive beside dope and dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out.
Flipping off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Heard this a lot. I think that's the way for me to go. And also like whatever feels best, you know what I mean? Like I think that is a big part. Once you really figure out what you love, and if it happens to just be what even you're better at already, once you combine it and you really dedicate that time to narrow in on that genre or style, it just refines it, and everything about what people liked radiates, and you know, it's like exponentially grows, if that's the word I'm looking for. Lena, yes, check out Broski. He's a cool artist, man. He's nothing like me. He's nothing like the hard ass obsessive rap connoisseur like I am, but he is a vibe in its own. There's a reason why I've made music with him. You know what I'm saying? That's the one. It was called Your Biggest Fan. Yes, that is definitely the one I remember.
Afraid I might wipe out, lose control, open the driver's side door and dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out what I'm concealing inside my hideout. My nouns, no one competing with what I write down. Why?
This dude he's just bouncing between everything. I don't even want to break down what because it would just be me repeating, because his bars aren't like doubles or crazy like, oh, mind-blowing. It's just, for me, it's the technicality of his rhymes and where they're landing in the pocket and all that internal shit, like the syllables, all of it. I'm obsessed with that. The way the beat is with it, like he's synergized so well with this.
Wipe out, lose control, open the driver's side door and dive out. Why now? I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out what I'm concealing inside my hideout. My nouns, no one competing with what I write down. Why, how? I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now.
Like, listen to that. Night owl won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Bite now. I love it, man.
Right now, I'm feeling like I'm upside down, flipping on and off at the wheel again like a lighthouse. Find out what I'm concealing inside my hideout. My nouns, no one competing with what I write down. Why, how? I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now. I want to make a statement, ain't in flagrant like stampeding into the White House. While out.
Wow, that was an interesting. Hold up.
Like a nightgown. Night owl won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now. I want to make a statement, ain't in flagrant like stampeding into the White House. While out. My dog passenger's at it again. I'm lashing out, grabbing the gin. I'm out and thrashing it out.
This part is the most Eminem thing I've heard in a while. Eminem and assing again. My dog is wiping his ass again. I think I caught him clashing the rass again. You know what? I'll throw in a suggestion of mine, because I know, because I want to know if I executed the style well. If not, then I know I should stick with what I think I do best. Honestly, and it's never too late to experiment and keep trying, because you might just strike gold. You know, there's so many times where artists are just like, I don't know what the fuck, why this record blew, but people loved it. You know, like Post Malone thought Psycho or Rockstar. I can't remember. Psycho or Rockstar, like whichever he said. He was like, I wasn't expecting that to be what the record came out to be. And so, yeah, same thing, man. But we'll spin your track, man. You sent that donation over. By all means, we'll probably, what I'll do is I'll finish playing this. I'll do another song of mine, and then we'll get back to your donation.
Adamant then. I open my mouth and smash another Ativan in me. Comatose on the couch is how my Saturday ends. These coke and overdoses are getting sad and intense.
Like, just listen to the way the pot, he goes up and up, then an atomic to the phantom. Like, it's crazy how good it is, but it's so much like Eminem, it bothers me a little bit. Not in the terms of, like, I think it's a bad thing, but it's like, it's almost just from a sonic experience, I'm hearing the song that Eminem is in doing that. Oh, there he is with the notebook in, goes in the false and the chopa pin. The song I'm thinking of is, like, I feel like it's on Southpaw or on Shady 15 Anniversary, but there's a track where it sounds just like that. Gotta open when the phone becomes
What I write down, why, how, I'm open seated just like a nightgown. Night owl, won't go to sleep until it's bright out. Times now, I wanna make a statement. Ain't in flagrant like stampeded into the White House. While out. My dog passenger's at it again. I'm lashing out, grabbing the gin. I'm mad and thrashing an adamant then. I open my mouth and smash another Ativan in me. Comatose on the couch is how my Saturday ends. These coke and overdoses are getting sad and intensely. Hopeless didn't know that this shit would rattle my sense. Weed smoking didn't know this shit getting bad as it is. Freak out.
Yeah, like, that's good. It is actually insane. Like, the way he's rhyming, you can just tell unless he's got it naturally down perfectly, he has to sit there and make sure everything lines up the same. Which, honestly, someone who does a version of that, I don't do it to this level. I used to rhyme literally everything I could possibly. Now it's still that, but more chopping. So the rhymes are less direct, they're more indirect internals, and so now, like, the punches or the last four words are now more so the focus of where the rhymes highlight. However, that being said, I do still, however, like to do a first half then a second half. Like, that last song, No Signal, was such a good example of having, like, the first half be A B C or something, A B B, and then the second half will be like BBAA or BCB, some sort of reflection to sandwich the first rhyme.
Freak out. I need help, scream shouting and getting mad at my kids. Fullest bladder, I'm
That's another M bar.
I need help, scream shouting and getting mad at my kids. Fullest bladder, I'm pissed. Fully scattered, dismissed. Can't remember a time in my life it was sadder than this. No. Climbing out this hole, I hope the pulley ladder would lift me out instead I ended up back on the shattering spliffs. Bad as it gets. Battle the ship, I took a shot at getting off of the falling path and I missed.
Woo! Man, like, the internals just fall out of his mouth, man. They just roll right on out. They both didn't take much time on the song. It was mind blowing. That is mind blowing. They just shit it out like that, man. They shit out great.
Struggling. Everyone off's a reason to drug again. Why do I pop in, fiend for a bunch of them, and how do I stop these demons?
Broski, did you send me an email of that track you want us to listen to so I can have it ready? Because we do have Lena sent. She'll have 3 requests, so we'll do one of my songs next, break that down, then we'll go back to Noah, and then we'll do another song of mine, and then we'll go back to Lena.
From coming in, hovering, struggling. Everyone sees how fucked up the run I'm in. Either they tease, they shut up, or rub it in. Somebody please help hush up the suffering. Struggling. All my control's been sucked up to nothing, man. All of the blood gets crushed up and cut again. I follow my nose, shit snuffed up and in. Up and in, cut again, suffering, struggling. Nobody knows the rough stuff that I've been in. Wherever I go, it's tough luck. I'm gutted and I'm out in the cold. No such luck, recovery. Overloaded.
Yeah, that hook is crazy.
So devoted, no doubt about it. Every time I got knocked down, went home and wrote about it. Every time I get cocktails, I go and flow about how every line I hip hop fails. I blow like COVID, though I'm floating till I hip top.
Ooh, JT, my brother, I'm struggling to attempt to break down your shit because it's just too technically refined to where I just want to hear how you're rhyming and not even care about what you're rhyming. But no, seriously, this shit's dope. All he is just talking about, like, how when he was at his lowest, he would write, or how he would do something and write. I think it was something about drink. I don't know.
Every time I get cocktails, I go and flow.
Yeah, every time I got cocktails, I'd go and flow again.
About how every line I hip hop fails. I blow like COVID, though I'm floating till I hip top sail.
Awesome, broski. I appreciate you, brother.
motorboat into a fucking big swamp bale. I'm soaked till I'll get out without a fucking hiccup trail. Without a broken hope, I got to open in Hotmail. Up on my Vodafone and wrote a note, suicide, all the dope in the brew and rye. At the moment, I'm ruined from overdosing. I do and die, and I'm going out juicing. I'm feeling lucid and stupefied, been elusive, but all the yoke and the smoke that I grew to hide with the scope of my problem. If they found out, I'd be scrutinized. They all know I've been gobbling up all the coke I've been shooting. I say I'm out, but I'm really, and pretty sure they all knew that I felt like I've been dead a long time, revolutionized.
Oh
Lord,
wow,
grant me the serenity
man,
to accept the
YouTube
things I
fucking
can-
up. YouTube fucking up hard, man. I know I'm subbed to you. I've had to resub to so many people. I know I'll automatically give you support and love, so we'll do that.
Not change, and the ambiguity to change the things that I cannot
Oh, okay, he's doing some outro.
change, and the ambiguity to change. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change,
Ah, yes.
and the ambiguity to change the things that I cannot accept.
I forgot what the name of this prayer is, but I do remember it.
Amen.
All right. Very dope. Very dope. Broski, I promise it was YouTube, man. You know. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my copyright playlist again because I don't have it accidentally, yeeted. All right, we'll shuffle this boy. Let's go to the next song. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? How great is that? It went all the way. It found you, bruh. That was amazing. Oh, hold up. I didn't even... My host manners are slacking. Let me drop the link into the chat, because you know what I'm saying. Obviously. Alright. Damn, and did I just get rid of my... What is wrong with me? How did I just get rid of my... Oh, no. We're listening to this one. I thought I was playing a different song. Alright, now I'll drop the link for this one. So, this is going to be funny because I wrote this, as it says, about 2 years ago. So, I'm sure I can remember what my bars are, but they're probably not going to be nearly as meaningful as the last breakdown. Double checking license. Nice, okay.
Confident like I really own this, but I'm broken like Meliodas.
Like that I love. Meliodas, like that immediately unique rhyme after the second bar.
Confident like I really own this, but I'm broken like Meliodas. On my belly, sacred lotus. Through my division, I focus. The world needs a dose to defend it.
Like that focus, that's the one thing I'll say that's bothered me so far. But otherwise, this verse that you gave is pretty good. I like where the rhymes land and everything. The criticism before is, like I said, the voice is the only thing where with your raps, it's like you're still trying to figure out what fits. But I think considering this was like a really dark, deep based song, I think the way you did your vocal flections on this matched it pretty well.
But together laugh at Jeffrey Epstein. My thanks to you, I won't make a scene. Doctor Strange, operation, it was clean.
Operation, it was clean. Little bit of slur there, but it sounds good. Like the operation, it was clean. Like those syllables you're rhyming, like that you're chopping and then you're getting to that point. Like it sounds good. Like that's, I can hear that hip hop influence, that tech influence.
55 coming through on the keys. Whack ass producers start to leave. Packing up the bags you hate to see. Dreams quelled, but they used to believe in egalitarian, not Daltino. He's delusional.
What was that? Egalitarian? Hold on.
But they used to believe in egalitarian, not Daltino.
That's what I'm saying. Like these rhymes, I remember this, the Daltino diss. These rhymes are very unique, man.
He's delusional, all we know. Esotericism in my skull.
Esotericism in my skull. Another one. Like I didn't learn what esoteric was until like 3 years ago. Some shit.
Is that heroism in full counter? It's over. Slicing up the cliffs of Dover. Ran out of
That's a dope bar. The Cliffs of Dover.
no clover. Desperation, you're prover. Too crispy with the chip over. Heroism in full counter. It's over. Slicing up the cliffs of Dover. Ran out of luck, no clover.
Ran out of luck, no clover.
Desperation, you're prover. Too crispy with the tickle physics. Thick fiends pay him a visit.
I remember seeing that dude comment.
Ton to obscure visions. Nintendo vibes, he switch it.
Nintendo vibes, he switch it.
And I
way that it's like this, but
5-5 singing is so damn good.
every time I shine, I swear to God, it's like your ugliness grows. I'm God, I never wanted you to be one of my folks.
I'm the Heisenberg edition in this rap game. When I'm spitting, need no algorithm. Malnutrition, skin and bones, they found them, give them pounds.
So that, I'm the Heisenberg edition in this rap game. When I'm spitting, need no algorithm. Malnutrition, skin and bones, they found them. Like that shit, I love how that rhyme is, but it sounds just so, it's so contrastedly dark from the rest of the song. Like it all is just, but it basically, the bar Heisenberg edition, if you know Breaking Bad, you know, it's just a reference to Breaking Bad, you know, instead of being the Heisenberg in the drug world, I'm the Heisenberg in the rap world. Don't need no algorithm. So talking about how fuck the system, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck the algorithm. I don't need no algorithm. And then I liked how algorithm and malnutrition, like they sounded so close together. Ow, ooh, un. That's 4 bars or 4 syllables that are just nasty. Just finished season 3, just started. Wow. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad you finally got on it. It's good. Breaking Bad, I really like Breaking Bad. Really like Breaking Bad. I need to rewatch it because I saw it back in like high school, so it's been some time. But yeah, skin and bones, they found them, give them malnutrition, skin and bones. So just kind of being a creative, dark imagery here, you know, back in that horror hip hop days.
When I'm spitting, need no algorithm. Malnutrition, skin and bones, they found them, give them pounds of meat with pounds of venom. Yes.
Yeah, yo, malnutrition, skin and bones, they found them, give them pounds of meat with pounds of venom. Is that what I said? Either way, but that was just like give them someone to eat and give them some more venom. You know what I mean? Because that's just another way of lethality. Talking about lethality.
Somehow I'm bending every style is wild like Kenyan boys who.
Yeah, I'm bending every style is wild like Kenyan boars. So wild like Kenyan boars. Those are some fucking vicious ass animals. And I'm just talking about how I'm bending styles. So I'm just from rhyming and genre, like I'm merging them. I'm trying to like, cause this beat is like so ambient, you know what I mean? But it has such a transition into like the bass and that shit. So, you know, I kind of like wanted to reference the genre blend.
We when rest depended, fuck your pest, come friend them. Been the threat since vets won't send them. Features, beats, I got them, vocals, verses written, stop me.
So this line, that bar, all those bars, looking back at it now, it's like, who the fuck were you to say that? But that was just a flex bar talking about how, since I'm considered a threat by some, the features and the requests, you know, they don't come as often, you know what I'm saying? So people just jealous. So that's kind of what that bar is about.
Vets won't send them.
Talk about rap vets too, like specifically cats who've been established in this game getting jealous of cats who are coming up in the game.
In boys who we when rest depended, fuck your pest, come friend them. Been the threat since vets won't send them. Features, beats, I got them, vocals, verses written, stop me, oh no. When I pull up, rockin' polos, flexing photos, cocky solo, need no promo, I don't co-host. Got my girl, no side piece, so hoes hit my phone, that's such a no joke. Snakes, they slither, watch them cobras, motion over, demons in me, black and clovers. Once I take your back, it's over. I could crack a snap your shoulder, the aftermath, the rapping hovers, making a fucking classic sober.
So that second half of the verse, features, beats, I got them, vocals, verses written, stop me, oh no. So that's just kind of like, I'm just letting you know, like I've got from the features, from the beats to the vocals to the verses being written, like you can't stop me. I'm on a roll, I'm doing it all. When I pull up, rocking polos, flexing photos, cocky solo. So it's just like when I'm pulling up, taking pictures, you know, I'm in a polo, got a nice shirt on, feeling cocky, I'm on my side shit, you know what I mean? Need no promo, I don't co-host. Got my girl, no side piece, so host. So just talking about how don't need promo. Again, this is just like unnecessary rap flex. Talking about how I don't need promo, which is a lie. I do need promo. I don't co-host, which is also a lie. I do co-host. But at the time, I wasn't doing any of that, really. I got my girl, no side piece, so host. And that's just talking about how I'm a committed man. You know what I mean? I don't need no side piece. I got my faithful human. Hit my phone, that's such an old joke. Snakes, they slither, watch them cobras, hit my phone. So that's just like having people tell them to hit me up, you know, like as if I want to talk. And it's just like, nah, I don't talk to shit. Snakes they slither, watch them cobras. So talking about how at my time I had snakes in my life, so just kind of calling them out. Watch them cobras slither on over, motion over, demons in me, black and clovers, talking about Black Clover, the demon, the anime, the manga, and just a quick little reference for wordplay. Once I take your back, it's over. I could crack or snap your shoulder. That's kind of like a jujitsu reference. You take someone's back, it is over. Like, you know what I mean? You could do whatever you want. You could snap their neck. You could choke them out, whatever it is, snap your shoulder. The aftermath of rapping Hova is making a fucking classic soba. So talking about the aftermath of rapping Hova, Jay-Z, once you, I don't know, I think anytime I have like a, what's it called? Like a pre-writing sesh or like just a music sesh where I'm vibing, listening to music, and anytime Jay-Z's on, man, like he just reminds me, like, this dude does everything sober. Like, he's made classic after classic sober. You know what I'm saying? The whole was sober. So that's kind of what that bar was. All right. Go to the next one. And then we'll go right here because we got Broski the homie up next. So we got Broski McBrosive Enter the Broski official audio. Sure, it's no dope.
Guess I have no choice.
Okay, broski.
Ooh, okay. I do this. Everything that's in like these samples or the fucking the vocal inputs, like whatever, like all these little things you're putting in, very cool. That's something that like filling a song up as much as you can from play to end, like having so there's just no vacant sound in there, no blank sound. Oh, believe me, I'll be paying for a feature soon. Hey, okay. I appreciate that, brother. It is a grind out here, man. It is a grind. Feature game is a whole nother thing. I have a couple I have to take care of, man. I haven't been able to get out into the booth. I'm in Phoenix now. My studio's in Mesa or Apache Junction, so the car needs to get fixed, so that's the only reason why I haven't been able to make it to the studio. But you know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I got so much to write. Or not write. I have so much to record that I have written.
Guess I have no choice.
Told you not to bother me. Okay, broski.
I see you.
Got your girl's titties mounted on my mantle. Thumbing through these stacks, bitch, I
got your girl's titty mounted up on my mantle.
Got your girl's titties mounted on my mantle. Thumbing through these stacks, bitch, I got a handful.
Ooh, okay.
Lot is going on, nothing I can't handle. Your mom feeding me grapes, she my fan ho.
So it's interesting, like, cause what you're doing, it's hard to tell if this is like seriously something you would say and be serious about, or if this is just like a character. Because I think when I was younger, if I were to hear something like this, I would be like, no, I don't ever. You aren't like this. What are you talking about? Like, you really want, like, you would go up to like you would go up to a group of strangers, show them your music, and want you, like, you know, it would be hard for me to wrap my head around when I was younger. But now, because I can totally see this more as a personality and a not necessarily satire, but it's just hearing someone sound the way you do on a record and saying, like, talking about bitches and having money in your hand. It just sounds like that's like the least favorite part of hip hop I like, coming from, you know, someone who's not doing gangsta type music. So what it sounds like is a character of portrayal of just being like, I'm not seriously like this. I'm just being fun making music. And to me, it sounds good when I think of it like that, because if I just think of it the other way, I could see how it goes down, just because for my personal taste of music, that's not like what I've ever liked about hip hop. Anyone talking about just having a handful of money, but like having got your girl's titties mounted on the mantle, like, it's all a joke. Like, so I can see why thematically it works, but sonically it's a little weird to hear, because the notes, handful. Like it just sounds like more of a dragging note rather than like a perfectly placed harmony.
Thumbing through these.
I see you.
Got your girl's titties mounted on my mantle.
Also, the fact I'm using just these kind of doesn't do the greatest justice for the song.
Thumbing through these stacks, bitch, I got a handful. A lot is going on, nothing I can't handle.
You know, a lot is going on. Like, see, that sounds good. Like, that cadence and that flow sounds good because what you're saying is not, it's not raising any flags in my head. Like, it's just like you're bouncing to the beat because this beat is dope. This instrumental's fire. The cadence that you have, like the rhythm that you have established in the pocket is good.
A handful, a lot is going on, nothing I can't handle. Your mom feeding me grapes, she my fan ho. What would
Your mom feeding me grapes, she's my fan ho. Like it's a good little punch, good little setup.
She my fan ho. What would Broski do? Probably not act a fool like you. Got Daltino tended to my gardens, I can't lose.
Did I just hear another Daltino bar? Produced by me. Nice, dude. Very impressive.
Broski do. Mom feeding me grapes, she my fan ho. What would Broski do? Probably not act a fool like you. Got Daltino tended to my gardens, I can't lose. His aunties are coming through, give or take one or two, offering their prayers while they kneel. They blow my flute. Ooh ha, about to bust a double time. Ooh yeah. Ooh.
I like this. Sounds really good. And that switch, I was getting a little annoyed of the ooh, like the little classic two, massive ooh. Because that was like you were keeping with that flow a little too long there.
I can't handle. Your mom feeding me grapes, she my fan ho. What would Broski do? Probably not act a fool like you. Got Daltino tended to my gardens, I can't lose. His aunties are coming through, give her.
Like you should have, but like for a general like that. Once you hit 4 of those, should have coming through. None of you, none of you, none of you. Once you hit 4 of those, switch it. Or make the one that's gonna sound similar to the after that, make it very vary a little bit because it just sounds. That's I can tell why I found that repetitive because you went beyond 4.
Like you, got Daltino tended to my gardens, I can't lose. His aunties are coming through, give or take one or two, offering their prayers while they kneel. They blow my flute.
So that was 7. You used that ooh 7 different times, and that's why it sounded like it was so repetitive. But that switch right here makes it sound that much more contrasted because you went from that consistent rhyme to now switching it completely.
Ooh ha, ooh.
Ooh ha, ooh ha.
Ooh ha, about to bust a double time. Ooh.
Like this is dope. Hold up.
They blow my flute. Ooh ha, about to bust a double time. Ooh yeah, hope she like alkaline. She knows sign language.
Hope she like alkaline.
The double time. Ooh yeah, hope she like alkaline. She knows sign language, so I'm in the box with gang signs. Ooh ha.
Okay.
Ooh ha, she love it when I bust a rhyme.
Okay, I like that. She love it when I bust a rhyme.
Their main takeaway is they feel a theory.
Ooh, I like that. Don. I fucked up the rhythm of that, but I like that piano coming in or whatever.
She love it when I bust a rhyme. Their main takeaway is they feel ethereal. I take the pain away like a magisterial. So raise your glass.
Again, the rhymes, like you choose the most unique rhymes. You know what I mean? Like I love it. I'll always say that.
Like a magisterial. So raise your glass when you toast me. Repeat.
So raise your glass when you toast me.
After me. Here comes the broski.
And here comes the broski.
As they feel ethereal. I take the pain away like a magisterial. So raise your glass when you toast me. Repeat after me. Here comes the broski.
Okay. God dang. I was not expecting that.
I see you.
From the left, from the right, better be said, get inside.
Dude, this is what I love. And I love, like, this is why I love you. This is why your music is so different because it changed genres mid song. Like now you went from having that style in the first verse to style now towards the end. Like you went from like rapping to just fucking having fun with the production, singing into the song from the left, from the right. You know what I mean? Like, and then rah, rah, like you just the energy is it's never stagnant. It's awesome. That could be an album for you. Something stagnant energy, but instagnant. Is there a word for the opposite of stagnant in terms of just adding in or un to it? Unstagnant or instagnant? Non-stagnant. There you go. Non-stagnant sound. Non-stagnant. I don't know. I quit.
I see you.
From the left, from the right, better be said, get inside. From the left, from the right, to the broski, you know your mind. Shot a bop to the top, make this a High School Musical.
You just dropped a bop to the top High School Musical reference, my dude. Metal as fuck.
Shot a bop to the top, make this a High School Musical. This that type of murder, you'll need a close casket funeral. Killing the penguin, this Reading Stadium, my cuticles. Let's take this out on campus, I whip out this.
The mix on this, and it could just because of my earbuds, but the beat is just a little too loud on your instrumentals. When like just on this part, on your instrumentals, compared to your vocals, on this part, just like when you were rapping right there, it was hard to hear, like understand what you're saying because of the fucking beat being so loud.
Killing the penguin, this Reading Stadium, my cuticles. Let's take this out on campus, I whip out the Smith & Wesson.
Let's take this out on campus, let's whip out the Smith & Wesson. I caught that, but before I didn't catch much.
Make this a High School Musical. This that type of murder, you'll need a closed casket funeral. Killing the penguin, this Reading Stadium.
Like this part is hard to hear.
Cuticles. Let's take this out on campus.
Now I understand this. So just that little tiny pocket, and like I said, that could be just because of what I'm listening with.
I whip out the Smith & Wesson, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Loudspeakers stressing, go and count your blessings. Just when you think I'm letting go, I go 4 seconds. Gonna bout to finish, send them to the pearly gates. Like same day shipping, I could hardly.
Yeah, like for what this song is in terms of like subject matter, I think it's really good. I think because when I'm hearing this, I'm like, imagine if he just made a song where there wasn't a single filler bar, and it was just like one dedicated story, which I've heard. I feel like I remember you making a song about a car crash, and those kind of songs I remember liking the most from you because again, there's not like compromising lines, just kind of you flowing, being open about like the story that happened, or just painting a picture.
My heart is pounding from excitement, watch the blood percolate. Every step that I take, I ascend and start to levitate. From the left, from
very interesting. Wasn't expecting that either.
better be said, get inside. From the left, from the right, to the broski.
From the left, from the right. I love that. I gotta play it back.
Left, from the right, better be said, get inside. From the left, from the right, to the broski.
And to the broski. Yes. That was solid, bro. That was solid. That was, like I said, if I were to just have any issues, it's just like the rapping needs just a little bit of improvement in terms of clarity. And when it comes to the subjective side, I would like to hear less of that kind of meme / satire style of bars where it's just handful of money but it's funny. Like when you do the mounted titties on a mantle, like that was funny. But some like I said, I would like more serious stuff. But I know you have it out there, and I know you're capable of making it. So that's why when it comes to the subjective side of a musical critique, I could care less in terms of how you take it. But like the objective stuff, I definitely would like to see you just improve on, because there's no other reason why you wouldn't want to improve yourself. Oh, I don't need to about to do the link again. All right, so now that we did Broski Brosivs, Mick Brosiv, just want to say thank you guys. Appreciate you. We're about an hour and 40 minutes into the stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I definitely just wanted to go for probably 3-4 hours. So we're coming up on the halfway mark. Once we do hit 2 hours, I'm going to take a little smoke break. So right now we're going to get right back into the playlist, which is right here. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing the stream, if you haven't already, drop the like. If you haven't already, that would be great. If you have anything else you would like me to listen to, Broski specifically, because you sent $20, which is incredible. If you want, by all means, you can send more music. I generally do $5 per track. So like Lena sent us 3. She sent $15, so we got 3 tracks. So by all means, you get 4 if you choose to do that. But yeah, so after we do the Shady 2.0 cipher, I'll go over to Cryptic Wisdom. We'll do another song, and then we'll go over back to Bloopa. We'll do another song, and we'll go over to Massetti. So it's kind of where we're at right now. This song I remember writing, and this was just basically a flex track for sure.
All right, first off, I fucked up and didn't release this on time. I didn't record it on time. So Kato, when you hear this, please take this with a grain of salt.
And this is true. I wrote this entire song for a different instrumental. Kato on the track was doing a contest, and I was writing this beat to one of his, or I was writing this song to one of his beats, and it was so good. It sounded so dope. Like it was so in pocket. It was crazy. And so I randomly decided to try to put what I wrote to that song to this instrumental, because I went to record the song and the beat was gone. It was no longer just freely available for people to openly participate. So I took that and I put it on this instrumental, and I put it on the Art of Bars Volume 2.
And anyone else that I mentioned.
Hello, I'd like to introduce another white dude, but on this mic, I'm like the nicest to bite through. One at a time, I swear my lines will entice you. I've never played an instrument, you bet I'll outright you.
So I think those first 4 are pretty obvious. Hello, I'd like to introduce another white dude, but on this mic, I'm like the nicest to bite through. One at a time, I swear my lines will entice you. I've never played an instrument, you bet I'll outright you. So just letting you know, like, yo, that's right, you're hearing another white rapper on the mic. And then having a little double on, but I'm the nicest to bite through, Alphabite, and then biting through. So it's like, you know, I might be another white dude, but I'm the nicest to bite through. So one at a time, I swear my lines will entice you, which is a fact. Once you hear one line end, you got the next line starting. And, you know, if you're paying attention, you're paying attention. I've never played an instrument, you bet I'll outright you. So it's like I have had no time to take away from the music in terms of focusing in one instrument. I've had just my writing, and I have no piano to take time away from that. I have no clarinet to take away from that, no trombone. You know, I'm not playing anything else really, no guitar. So those are those first 4.
Kato on the track, you know I'm cold, but despite fumes, got swagger in my lyrics, can tell that you're jealous too. My sound is overbearing, they caught me staring at moons. The beast is re-emerging, I'm laying versus the booth. Every time I spit in it, I can see signs of truth. Pale is what my skin is, I'm howling despite my roots. Talent's just an image, perfect your mental to move on to greater challenges.
Oh yeah, absolute fact. That is true. Hey, Patreon card. You can pull the Patreon card because you got the fucking Patreon card. Never feel bad for pulling the Patreon card out. And also, yeah, I should have said, because I do have all of those tracks Lena sent already ready. So that was my mistake on the verbal linguistics aspect.
Lift up your chin, find balances. My wordplay's so unusual. Maybe the kid is out.
Oh, hold up.
I'm howling despite my roots. Talent's just an image. Perfect your mental to move.
So this part, Kato on the track, you know I'm cold, but despite fumes, got swagger in my lyrics, can tell that you're jealous too. So I'm not talking to Kato right there with that bar, saying Kato on the track, you know I'm cold, but despite fumes. So that's just basically talking about, like I said, initially there was the Kato on the track contest, so I that was my way of giving him a shout out. So Kato on the track, you know I'm cold, but despite fumes. So it's like the reference, oh, that dude's cold. So that's the saying. The saying goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dude's cold. So, but despite fumes, because the flame from the rap. So Kato on the track, you know I'm cold, but despite fumes. Got swagger in my lyrics, can tell that you're jealous too. My sound is overbearing, they caught me staring at moons. The beast is re-emerging, I'm laying versus the booth. Every time I spit in it, I can see signs the truth. Pale is what my skin is, but howling despite my roots. Talent's just an image, perfected mental to move. So that was like a big like imagery for a moon and a wolf howling at the moonlight, transforming, you know what I'm saying? So the shout out to Kato in the beginning, got swagger in my lyrics, can tell that you're jealous too. So that's talking about how people just are straight up envious of my writing, of how I sound, my music, my community, whatever it is. My sound is overbearing, they caught me staring at moons. So this is where it starts turning into like the werewolf imagery. My sound is overbearing, they caught me staring at moons. The beast is re-emerging, I'm laying verses in the booth. Every time I spit in it, I can see signs of truth. So, you know, just straight up, the beast comes out of me when I'm in the booth. Every time I spin it, I can see signs of truth. So it's talking about like whenever I'm writing, whenever I'm rapping, because there's so many when I'm writing versus when I'm rapping versus when I'm in the booth. Like those are all three different mental states and, you know, circumstances. So they each come with their own different feelings. Like the creative process for writing feels so much different than the creative process for recording. Yo, what up, Paul? I appreciate you coming through. Heather, I appreciate you coming through. I love all of you. I appreciate you guys for real. So yeah, pale is what my skin is. I'm howling despite my roots. Like another howling at the moon. You know, pale is what my skin is. I'm white. Another reference to being white. Reference to earlier. Talent's just an image. Perfect your mental to move. So it's like people put on a pedestal for what they define talent as. So to me, I'm saying that's just an image. Perfect your mental to move. So if you want to maneuver through anything you're trying to get great at, you know, perfect your mental approach for it. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Oh, happy belated birthday. Woo! Are you talking about a birthday? That's awesome. Happy birthday, Paul. Happy belated birthday, I should say.
On to greater challenges, lift up your chin, find balances. My wordplay's so unusual, maybe the kid is out of it. I'm struggling, hustling, I'm the one they've been doubting. When every time I sit and write, I get better, I'm proud of it. My flow is so impeccable, just listen the sound of it. Every line is so smooth, and original counterfeits.
So that right there, talent's just an image, perfect your mental to move. And then so I explained that line, but it also translates and transitions into moving on to greater challenges. Lift up your chin, find balances. So keep your head up. So move on to greater challenges, keep your head up, and find balance. On to greater challenges, lift up your chin, find balances. My wordplay so unusual, maybe the kid is out of it. I'm struggling, hustling, I'm the one they've been doubting. When every time I spin and write, I get better and proud of it. My flow is so impeccable, just listen to the sound of it. Every line is so smooth, and the original counterfeits. So that's every time I sit and write, I'll get better and I'm proud of it. That's very straightforward. Very straightforward. That is exactly what I mean. And it is undeniable from my own perspective and for people watching my growth. Absolutely undeniable. My flow is so impeccable. Just listen, the sound of it. So that's a rhyme where it fits so well with the cadence and the pocket and in the rhyme itself that just saying it felt good. Every line is so smooth and original counterfeits. So I'm talking about how my lines, everything I write, it sounds smooth, it sounds good, and it's original. And then so every line is so smooth and original counterfeits. So it's if I wanted to, it's like I could put a pause in the line. Every line is so smooth and original, and then it's like pause, counterfeits, because the subject is changing on, or like the bar kind of stops there, but it also continues in a second. So
Out of it, every line is so smooth and original.
I appreciate you guys, seriously. It's fun breaking down these songs. I haven't really, this is the first time I've done it. So if you guys want to have me listen to something that's a request, send it on through. Donations only. Right now we have 3 songs that we do have to listen to. So right now I'm basically playing one of my songs, and then I'll play a request, and I repeat that process over and over until there's no more requests, and then we're just going to go all AlphabyteMusic. So yeah.
Flow is so impeccable, just listen the sound of it. Every line is so smooth and original counterfeits. They never stood a chance with no answers, they salivate. I'm the king, check the crown. They want power to validate everything that they want, like it's missing their sound of fades. And this music I'm making is everlasting. The crowds will quake, I could rip it and burn it like I was sipping a powder cake.
I like that. The way that flows is perfect. It sounds so good. Every line is so smooth and original counterfeits. They never stood a chance with no answers. They salivate. I'm the king, check the crown. They want power to validate everything that they want, like it's missing their sound. It fades, and this music I'm making is everlasting. The crowds will quake. I could rip it and burn it like I was sipping the powder cake. So that powder cake, crowds will quake, sound it fades, validate, salivate. Like that's music to my ears right there. So that's basically saying they never stood a chance with no answers. They salivate. I don't know if you've ever seen someone literally stand there looking dumb with their mouth open. Growing up in school, like I saw kids constantly just zoning the fuck out, drool coming out of their mouth. So they never stood a chance with no answers. They salivate. So they're sitting there dumbfounded. They got no answers. They don't know why I sound the way I do and why they can't sound the way I do, even when they try to counterfeit my flow and emulate it. It's because I'm the king. Check the crown. They want power to validate. So everything that they want, like it's missing their sound fade. So you know what I'm saying? If I'm great at what I do, and I got the king, I'm the king. So you can check the crown. Like there's ways you can verify the things I'm claiming. People are just trying to like validate their own talent by saying they're better than you or something like that. So that's what that bar means. Try to validate everything that they want, like it's missing their sound fade. So what they don't have, they try to take from you. So their music, you know, it fades away in the background as a result. And this music that I'm making is everlasting. The crowds will quake. So talking about the crowds of people that I'll have with my music, it will literally quake the ground beneath them like an earthquake because of the music and because of the people. The energy. So my music is everlasting. The crowds will quake. I could rip it, then burn it like I was sipping a powder cake. So that's just when if someone says I just ripped the mic, you know what I mean? I ripped it and then I burned it. So just an exaggerated way of saying that I'm setting the mic on fire and like I was sipping a powder cake. If anyone knows what a powder cake is, it's like that's a very awesome figuratively way of explaining or a metaphor of like something that's about to get set off. There was a powder keg event for World War I when the Archduke got assassinated. It's like that one event led to a bigger thing. So that's a powder keg. So yeah, you know, I could rip it then burn it like I was sipping a powder keg. A keg of powder, of black powder, of explosives, you know what I mean?
I'm making is everlasting, the crowds will quake. I could rip it and burn it like I was sipping a powder cake. Fuck it, I've been itching to battle uneven alleyways. They cut me off, I'm quick in my feet, it's impressive alleyway. About a $180, I know that they say I'm crazy. Hey, trust me, I've been waiting, debating to go with shady men. Really, it makes sense to heavyweights in the main event. I'm putting up my deuces, I'm swinging since there's no way to win. I gotta say your name and it's Haley, I'm not afraid of Slim because I said a name and I'm on his radar. It's razor thin, the common denominator when 96 babies cringe. Every line I'm jotting's connecting, just like the trailer hitch. I gotta cut it off and I'm in a pocket that's dangerous. They call me corny, I'm not soft, I'm actually the opposite. Try and bite my flow, I'll explode. You know that the chopper gets a little out of control over emotional trauma.
Woo! Like this is like that was so much. I really like the color choice dope part. Hey, guess who made it for me? Not Justin Pierce, Jackson Pierce. I was about to talk about my homie Justin. JP made it though, for real. It's funny because his name's my homie Justin goes by JP because his name's Justin Patrick. So yeah, that's probably why I said that. But yeah, those lines right there, man. Let me tell you. Fuck it, I've been itching to battle uneven alleyways. So I've been itching to battle, right? So I'm telling you, fuck it, I've been itching to battle. Like I don't like, you know, talking about whatever. So alleyways is a form of like I'm trying to give you an image of uneven alleyways, basically saying like if you get cornered in an alleyway and it's uneven, you're gonna get jumped. You're gonna get like you're cornered. You're basically cornered. So even if I have the disadvantage in the battle, it doesn't matter. So fuck it. I've been itching to battle uneven alleyways. So they cut me off. I'm quick on my feet. It's impressive alleyway. So if you've ever seen someone get chased down an alleyway, you can get cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like it has a dead end. So they cut me off. I'm quick on my feet. It's impressive alleyway. So and that's like a legit thing. I'm not like a giant dude, but I'm about 6 foot, and people would not expect me to move as fast as I can. So that's basically me saying that. They cut me off. I'm quick on my feet. It's impressive alleyway. Plus, I'm quick on my feet means like that's like a saying for being able to think fast, or like if you take it literally, being quick on your feet means you are fast. So it's kind of a double there. They cut me off. I'm quick on my feet. It's impressive alleyway. About a $180. I know that they say I'm crazy. Hey. Anytime for requests from a patron. If not, it's cool. Heather, by all means, send me something through. We will get it in the rotation. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably spin it after the breakdown of this song, since we haven't heard anything from you yet. So yeah, we'll get to it. And then after that, we'll probably just jump right into the cryptic wisdom, because the way I break down my shit, it's going to take so long if I, don't have some sort of bridge between these breakdowns.
It's a little out of control over emotional trauma.
My bad. I didn't even finish breaking it down. So yeah, the bar about being about $180. I know the same crazy. Hey, so I'm just trying to more imagery, talking about how much I weigh. A $180 is 180 pounds. Impressive palate, weigh about a buck 180. I know that they say I'm crazy, hey. Trust me, I've been waiting, debating to go with Shady, man. And that's the Eminem, talking about going with Shady. Really, it makes sense. 2 heavy weights in the main event. I'm putting up my deuces, I'm swinging because there's no way to win. I gotta say her name, and it's Haley. I'm not afraid of Slim because I said her name and I'm on his radar. It's razor thin, a common denominator when 96 babies cringe. Every line I'm jotting's connecting just like the trailer hitch. I gotta cut it off and I'm in a pocket that's dangerous. They call me corny, I'm not soft, I'm actually the opposite. So that whole thing, challenging Eminem in a way that is just clearly who fucking knows or cares. If you were to hear this, you might be like, oh, that was dope. Or he might just be like, oh, whatever, like, what the fuck, this guy. And it's just me talking about how my confidence, where I was at that time and how I was feeling. So I was talking to you like, fuck it, I've been itching to battle. Bring it on, even in an uneven alleyway. And I'm like, they cut me off, I'm quick on my feet, it's impressive. Palette way, I'm telling you, set me up for the disadvantage, it doesn't matter. Trust me, I've been waiting, debating to go with Shady, man. I've been waiting it, I've been debating it. Really, it makes sense for 2 heavy weights in the main event. So talking about like, hey, if there were someone I were to go after, it would make sense. It would be going at M, someone that's a heavyweight, and I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shit as a comparison, but for my confidence and how I feel as an MC, as an artist, absolutely, toe to toe, doesn't matter. Toe to toe, doesn't matter. So I'm putting up my deuces. I'm swinging since there's no way to win. More of that battling type of double. So I'm putting up my deuces, which means you're putting up your fists. I'm swinging since there's no way to win. So if you're swinging, that's another way of punching, and swinging, it's just another way of talking about, damn, my cat just yelled at me. You hear this? Some girls reacting to deaths. That is, listen, if you're trying to come to a live stream for people dying, then you know what? Lord Draken will hook you up. He knows just who to see. That was just me kind of trying to get M's attention here. And I could basically, if you say Haley Jade's name, his ears are gonna perk up. And I mentioned that. So I gotta say her name, and it's Haley. I'm not afraid of Slim because I said her name and I'm on his radar. It's razor thin. So basically, the radar that he does have for people calling him out, it's razor thin to begin with, because people ain't trying to do that. Yo, that cat wants some attention. He just got fed. Anytime this door's shut, man, livid. That's Maui. That's the homie Maui. Cute little cat. I gotta say your name, Taylor, not afraid of Slim. A common denominator where 96 babies cringe. Every line I'm jotting's connected, just like the trailer hitch. So, common denominator with 96 babies. That's me and Haley. Me and Eminem's daughter were born in the same year, 96. So a common denominator between me and his daughters were born in the same year. So just another way of taking shots, trying to poke the bear. Not a happy. He should be happy. That's the thing. He's a happy boy. He just wants to see his daddy. Let's see. And then every line I'm jotting connects just like the trailer hit. So and every line I'm writing about this song, they all make sense. It all connects just like the trailer hitch. So just a bunch of Eminem references and whatnot. So, dude, he's swearing out, "Let me in, motherfucker! Let me in! You pay your rent? Fuck you, motherfucker!" That's where we're at. So I don't know if you can see the top of the screen, but I do have a message saying, if you want to interrupt the playlist, you're gonna have to send a donation. Unless you're a Patreon, a member of the Alpha Squad, then we're not doing free requests. We're basically reacting to my music because I don't ever break down my own music. So that's what we're doing right now.
I'm a hit, raging over nothing. I guess I'm labeled the problem kid. It's bottled up anger. I'm bluffing these fucks. I'm out of this. They call me corny. I'm not soft. I'm actually the opposite. Try and bite my flow, I'll explode. You know that the chopper gets a little out of control over emotional trauma hit. Raging over nothing. I guess I'm labeled the problem kid. It's bottled up anger. I'm bluffing these fucks. I'm out of it. Every flow I'm spitting and ripping, emitting confidence. All my haters gathered. They play me. They rate the data. It's on display. The chatter was honestly made to add up. You comment, then you comment. I know you listen, you vomit. Fill out of pocket one song, at least you would thought it. The truth is there's no question, I'm rocking these schemes ironics. Complex and I breathe in sonnets. Got weapons, no heaters, honestly. Making it seem so easy. You pick up a pen, then copy me. You'll give this track a spin and just know I'm grinning. So watching me is fuel for winning. I'm cruel, committed, no mockeries. Could never knock me down. In the bottom, I'm toppling. The underground's underground. Birth make a prodigy.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, I had to let that one just play out. Hey, I feel you. I don't got money either, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm kind of doing this. Also, normally I do host a live stream where I will accept free requests. So by all means, if you're subscribed and you got the notifications on, just, keep doing your thing. Look out for the notifications and when I go live, and you will eventually be able to, tap in. This is the first time I've ever done this. Usually I only do live streams where, free requests and then priority requests if people donate. So sorry, Lord Draken, my homie. So yeah, the ending of this song right here, just more flexing. I gotta cut it off and in a pocket that's dangerous. Call me corny, I'm not soft, I'm actually the opposite. Try and bite my flow will explode. You know that the chopper gets a little out of control over emotional trauma hit. Raging over nothing, I guess I'm labeled the problem kid. It's bottled up anger, I'm bluffing these fucks, I'm out of it. Every flow I'm spitting, emitting the written confidence. All my haters gather, they play me, then rate the data. His on display the chatter was honestly made it add up. This is just describing how, people perceive me as a certain way, and it's actually usually the opposite. People try to bite my flow, and, the line saying, try and bite my flow, I'll explode. You know that the chopper gets a little out of control over emotional trauma hit. So that's basically me describing myself as a chopper, because as a style of rap, when you chop fast, when you rapping, that's called chopping. But also, it is, it's the gun. It's a gun. So you know that the chopper gets a little out of control over emotional trauma hit. So I'm talking, I am a very over emotional person, and trauma can be a very big determination in that factor and the severity of how deep that shit can go. And so yeah, that's what that line is. Raging over nothing, I guess I'm labeled a problem kid. So that's a line about kind of growing up. Like I would be so affected by things that I would be raging over nothing. I'd be so mad that it would affect things that it shouldn't. And I guess I'm labeled a problem kid. That's what happens. Like I remember growing up, like just hearing the adults having conversations, asking questions about how I am mentally or things like that. So hearing just people talk about their perception of me, even since as a kid, it always kind of fucked me up. Bottled up anger, I'm bluffing these fucks, I'm out of it. Every flow I'm spitting and ripping the mitten confidence. So that is what it was for years. I had bottled up anger. I was very, very emotionally unstable for years, for way too long. Every flow I'm spitting and ripping the mitten confidence. That's basically as direct as I could be. Anytime you hear me rapping or writing, I am doing it confidently. Absolutely. All my haters gather, they play me, then rate my data. So basically, anyone who doesn't like me, they usually travel in packs. They like to meet together, you know what I mean? So they gathered and they play me and then rate me. You know what I mean? They'll listen to my shit just to give it bad feedback, or not even feedback at all, or not even give it good critiques. So it's on display. The chatter was honestly made to add up. You comment, then you comment. I know you listen, you vomit. So it's on display. The chatter. So it's like it's easy to see people running their mouths. It's easy to see people talking shit. Like it's very easy to see that. But whether if it's on social media or if it's in live streams or if it's in person, you comment, then you comment. I know you listen, you vomit. You could. Not a lot of my videos, but you can go through my videos and you will see people will search my shit just to hate on it because of just past relationships with people or whatever. Like people find a reason to be evil. So you fell out of pocket one song, at least you would thought it. So that's basically people talking about how at least at one point in their life with my music, they heard something. They're like, that did not sound right. You know what I mean? They're like, that you fell out of pocket. And I'm like, no, I didn't. But I appreciate you most of the time. If I can hear it, or even if I can't hear it, I can tell that the person's just trying to be genuine. I can usually catch what they're saying. But honestly, I'm such a master at pockets and writing now. Like to be out of rhythm or out of pocket just doesn't happen with me. So the truth is, there's no question. I'm rocking these schemes are Onyx. So Pokemon bar right there. Onyx is a Pokemon. It's a fucking snake made out of rocks, basically. Truth is, there's no question. I'm rocking these schemes are Onyx. So what I'm rocking, that's a double. I'm rocking these schemes. So that's the Onyx double being a rock Pokemon. And that's the truth is, there's no question. Like people are telling me fell out of pocket. And it's like, no, the truth is, there's no question. Like I'm rocking these schemes are Onyx. They're hard. They're solid. So like the truth is, so the schemes are actually solid in stone. Complex and I breathe in silence. Got weapons, no heat is honestly making it seem so easy. You pick up a pen and copy me. You give this track a spin and just know I'm grinning. So watch me. It's fuel for winning. I'm cool, committed, no mockeries. Could never knock me down to the bottom. I'm toppling. The underground's underground birthed me a prodigy. So complex and breathe silence. weapons and heat is honestly so complex, and I breathe in sonnets. My schemes are complex, and I breathe in sonnets. Sonnets are, I'm pretty sure they're 10-line poems or they're 8-line poems. So I breathe in sonnets. Like when I punch in for when I'm rapping or when I am writing and rapping, people comment on how I don't breathe. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. I try to make my shit go pretty good. You know, I don't like to go like till I run out of air out of my lungs every time, but that's what that is. So I hold my breath. I got lung capacity. No heaters, honestly. Got weapons, no heaters, honestly. So I'm talking like I got weapons, no heaters though. You know, like that's I'll always be if I ever mention a gun in a bar, you know, I'm never literally carrying a strap. Complex and I breathe in sonnets, got weapons, no heaters, honestly. Making it seem so easy, you pick up a pen and copy me. It's like people will hear me rhyme and rap and they'll think it's so easy they can just do it, so they'll try to copy. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. So you'll give this track a spin and just know I'm grinning, so watching me is fuel for winning. I'm cruel committed, no mockery. So that's, you're gonna listen to my shit and I know you're gonna listen to it, so I'm smiling because of it. So watching me is fuel for winning. I'm cruel committed, no mockery. So you're watching me and I'm watching you watch me. And that's fuel for winning. And I'm saying I'm cruel committed, no mockery. So it's like I'm dedicated, that it is sick. I'm cruel committed. You know what I mean? And no mockeries. And I'm saying for real, no jokes in my game. No jokes in my game. I'm being not even fake it till I make it. That ain't how I move. That's bars for real. I try to sound like Alpha and I immediately scrap the song because I'm ass. You'll find your own way to generate it, man. Like when I try to sound like because that is a thing, you know, you want to, like in the first song I played, that King ISO track, I try to get it with the bone, with the wind, put it on with the wind, put it on, it ain't love, like that crazy, that cadence. I tried doing that cadence and it worked for me, and it didn't even sound the same. It sounded close to it and it was inspired by it, but in a way, if I were to try to sound exactly like it, it probably wouldn't sound great. So let's just be like that. You try to replicate others, you know, replicate greatness. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and we're at the 2-hour mark. I said I was going to take a smoke break at the 2-hour mark, but because we have Heather in here, I know she doesn't have all the time in the world. So, Heather, you sent me a blank message. If you could send me the email one more time with the link, it looks like the link just didn't get played or copied into the email. So that being the case, I'm gonna just chill for a sec until we're ready. Just waiting on the email from Heather. Appreciate you. Also hit that like button if you haven't already. I agree. Oh, look at this track. This is another classic. Hey, no worries. Emails are sending blanks. Some men are shooting blanks. What are we gonna do about it, huh? Yo, did you know that Twitch has its own like studio beta thing? Like you can legit, there's an app for Soundtrack by Twitch, so you have music and it'll integrate into your broadcasting software, and then you also have Twitch Studio Beta itself, which is a broadcasting software. The nerd in me loves that. But look at this. This is at least it shouldn't get you in trouble with your streams. It's copyright free. So for me, lo-fi hip hop, that's what we usually chilling on my streams on Twitch. If you guys didn't know, I go live on Twitch every single day. I'm trying to get to affiliate. We are so close to the affiliate role on Twitch. I just need a couple more followers, and I think I need like one more constant viewer, and we'll hit the affiliate member role or whatever it's called. And I'm thankful for that. So I appreciate everyone who does already help that cause, and anyone who doesn't know about it, I'm just trying to let you know about it. Also, if you want to become a member of my Patreon, you will get a guaranteed play in my live streams if you choose to pull your Patreon card, like you've seen Lena and Heather do. And they are awesome. They are awesome. I'm thankful for my Patreon family, because that is seriously what funds the most like necessary things in the most crucial times. Like whether I remember the Rule of Two album, I used Patreon money to buy the licenses for the instrumentals. You know what I mean? Like I was able to give back to the community, because that's kind of like the whole point of the Patreon is they're supporting you, so you gotta be able to support them back. You know, like it's just the minimum you can do. Better than shooting blanks. Need to reload that gun, Heather. Definitely better than shooting blanks. Boom. Some Locksmith. I love Locksmith. Whoa, he worked with some cat who has 2.5 subs. And this came out last year, so you know he was probably under 2.5k subs when it came out. Excuse me. Alright, well, let's get right to it. Gonna go ahead and drop the link for y'all. I already know I'm gonna like this dude, so I'm gonna go ahead and show love.
I have limits, mind your business. I got issues I'm still working on.
I always find it odd when people take kindness for weakness. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I know some rappers that hate me, think they're dope.
Okay, so first thing with the lyrics, I get what they're doing with the font. I get it, but this is not the font you want for a lyric video. Because this looks fine. Like you got one line, it's easy to read. But the line just before that, not so easy.
Yeah, I know some rappers.
Like that, yeah, I know some rappers that hate me. The word yeah, unlegible. Rappers, hard to see. Like this is already, yeah, I'm bitching. I'm in bitch mode right now, I'm not gonna lie. But seriously. One critique, because that sounds fucking dope. Can't knock on the sound, but visually, man, come on.
When people take kindness for weakness. That's
true, I like that. Nice guys, quote unquote. People taking kindness for weakness. It's like, man, people really do mistake that shit.
Yeah, I know some rappers that hate me, think they're dope. You know what? For all the tough talk, I'm still here, and no one's murdered me. So for even a little smoke, I'm not.
That dude, this dude is just asking for trouble, man. Oh shit.
But for all the tough talk, I'm still here, and no one's murdered me. So for even a little smoke, I'm not afraid to roll up. And I've always put it blunt, so watch how you refer to me. You heard.
Ooh, the reefer double. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, his doubles, like they're thematic and you can see them. Like as soon as they hit, you can categorize like, oh, that's for the weed bar, that's for the weed bar, oh, that's for the weed scheme. You know what I mean? He's
You know what? For all the tough talk, I'm still here, and no one's murdered me. So for even a little smoke, I'm not afraid to roll up. And I've always put it blunt, so watch how you refer to me.
Yeah, the refer to me was the best double.
MCs pop out of nowhere like a curb with weeds and talk to me more nervously than a virgin teen. Dope smoke reefer blunt. Come on, urban weed, I'm on a higher level.
I would love, dude, Ender 1, is that how you say it? Him and JT would make a cool ass track together, because they're both like, they have that same, like, because rappers paint a picture, and every rapper, this is gonna be funny, right? This is gonna be funny. Every rapper strokes differently with their brush. But it's true. Like, the way they do it, though, JT and Ender 1, they have the same stroke. Like, it's very similar. JT is just more technical and fast. But they're schematic, like, I don't know. It's almost like schematically and thematically, they're very close to being the same.
MCs pop out of nowhere like a curb with weeds and talk to me more nervously than a virgin teen. Dope smoke reefer blunt. Come on, urban weed, I'm on a higher level. I bet half you never heard that scheme. I don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I bet half you ain't even heard that scheme. No offense, dude, but if anyone smokes, they know that scheme. They know that scheme. So, you know, I think he could have had something about the double earlier, because he mentioned a double on smoke. He could have had the double here instead on smoke, being like, and if you don't know about the smoke, then that scheme's over your head. You know, something like where, Because that he had something really close with that shit, you know what I mean?
Urban weed, I'm on a higher level. I bet half you never heard that scheme. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not sipping on purpleine. I don't cater to major labels. I did some purposely. An industry full of so I don't give.
Did he just fucking censor that line? Did he just really? He either intentionally left it empty or he censored it straight up.
I don't cater to major labels. I did some purposely. An industry full of so I don't give them mercy if I come off like a. It's because I'm sick of them jerking me out.
This is like some seriously underground rap stuff, which I don't have an issue with, but it's like, come on, man, this is such shit I've heard before. Can't hate on his skills though. I'm not dissing his actual skills, just from like subject matter wise. It's like he's saying so much shit I've heard from this YouTube rap.
Ass is f***ed up. I admit it's a blur to me, but I learned from it that their kids is maturity. See,
there, like that's a cool line. That right there, that was a cool line. That was a cool little line. That delivery and that setup had nothing to do with you know, industry independence and you know, like just like that. All that underdog rapper mentality. It's like, come on.
I know this is my turn to lead. That's why I spit with urgency till I get to.
It's not censored on Spotify. Interesting. So he's catering to YouTube's algorithm. He probably thinks that if he doesn't mark it as not for kids, he'll get more views, which is good. That's smart. Smart.
Heaven's gates where I burn in eternity. Never occurred to me to ever copy verbally. It's law. If I spit it and you bit it, it's perjury. I'm just as sick as the sick.
I like that. I was just, you know what I mean? Like just in my rap, I said something like that. So the fact that he did it in a different way, more creative to his own, I like that. I like that. I never thought about copying verbally. If you, oh no, yeah. Then he says it's perjury. It never occurred to me to copy. Hold on, I got you.
Never occurred to me to ever copy verbally. It's law. If I spit it and you bit it, it's perjury.
Like that was a really cool. That was a dope scheme.
Just as sick as the sickest. I say that with certainty. Pull out scissors on MCs and get to snipping like surgery.
Very interesting, man. It is like he reminds me of JT so much. Like they have very similar sounds.
I have limits, my jump is.
Surgery bar was dope.
I got issues, I'm still working.
I'm hyped for Locksmith. I know this dude's about to just fucking rhyme every word there is.
So look, I'm not an angel of worship, I'm only human. And no, I never claimed to be perfect. So
just to let you guys know, after the song, I'm gonna go ahead and take that smoke break. So we're gonna keep the live stream running. I'm just gonna switch scenes, put it on smoke break, and yeah, so just that way it's not weird when you just see me leave all of a sudden.
Angel of worship, I'm only human. And no, I never claimed to be perfect. So yes, I have buttons, please don't touch them.
I have buttons, please don't touch them. This sounds like this is Halloween. Kind of like that flow.
And no, I never claimed to be perfect. So yes, I have buttons, please don't touch them. I got issues, I'm still working on. Hold up.
I did not like that part at all. I'm sure it'll sound better maybe. But that part, just nothing rhymed or had melody. It was just like, I am talking here now.
I'm only human, and no, I never claimed to be perfect. So yes, I have buttons, please don't touch them. I got issues, I'm still.
Like that, I got issues, I'm still working on. That's just, it threw me off. Probably should have sent one of the tracks that hit me in my feels, but I'm not trying to go there right now. I feel that, yo, I'm like that too. But it's like I'll stay away from shit if I know it's gonna put me in my feels. Like there's the song I'm not gonna play it, but I am going to put it up because gosh dang. Right here. This song fucking ruins my life every time I hear it. Every time. There isn't a single time I hear this where I don't tear up. It fucks me up in the best way. I'm gonna drop a link for it because if anyone cares to listen to it, you can. We just can't bump it on the stream because Jay Electronica and Jay-Z will get my ass clapped quicker than a motherfucking, I don't know, something.
Working on. Whole lot, nice guy, nothing to worry about. Yeah, but it's the nice guys you gotta worry about.
Ooh, that was a cool line.
Nice guy, nothing to worry about. Yeah, but it's the nice guys you gotta worry about.
no more Mr. Nice Guy, no pleasantries. Cold War in the night sky, try to leverage me.
I knew it. See, the way Locksmith rhymes is how the way I like to rhyme these days. Like, I don't like to rhyme everything the same. I like having a first half and then a second half. And that's what he just did.
Mr. Nice Guy, no pleasantries.
Right there. Mr. Nice Guy, no pleasantries. Cold War in the night sky. Tried to leverage me. See, that's what I fucking forget. I couldn't even read that. The night sky, ooh, ooh, like so. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 A B A B C A B A B C, like those rhymes, that kind of fucking variation. I love it. It's not just A B B A B B. You know, it's that A B A B C.
Sky, no pleasantries. Cold War in the night sky. Try to leverage me. Let the seeds that I planted fertilize the planet. Cracks in the granite, take it for granted as I scope this effigy. Do it effortless, sketching this from the depths of this devilish diatribe.
This is crazy.
For granted as I scope this effigy. Do it effortless, sketching. Let the seeds that I planted fertilize the planet. Cracks in the granite.
See, I'm telling you, man, I rhyme and I write just like that, man. Like, thematically, from an image perspective, like the planting a seed, like that kind of shit. Chef's kiss, baby.
Yo, no.
Excuse me.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, no pleasantries. Cold War in the night sky, try to leverage me. Let the seeds that I planted fertilize the planet. Cracks in the granite, take it for granted as I scope it.
Granted and granite, subtle wordplay.
Try to leverage me. Let the seeds that I planted fertilize the planet. Cracks in the granite, take it for granted as I scope this effigy. Do it effortless, sketching this from the depths of this devilish diatribe. Y'all subscribe to an Oedipus complex.
Y'all, what?
Y'all subscribe to an Oedipus.
To an Oedipus. I don't. What is an Oedipus? This dude's got me looking up words. Oh. Mythical king of Tebes. I forgot how you fucking say that word. Tragic hero in Greek mythology. Oedipus? Fuck. Hold up. Oedipus.
Depths of this devilish diatribe. Y'all subscribe to an Oedipus complex. There's no context to the matter.
Oh, okay. To an Oedipus.
I smoked a mic cord and sent metaphors to a child. I've had it up to here with you naysayers and robber barons. Rob you baron, embarrass your squad for any obnoxious staring.
Gosh dang, that fucking obnoxious staring, that rhyme. Robber barons or robber baron. Opus complex. Okay, gotcha. Still, I didn't know what the fuck that was. And I love when rappers do that because I'm like learning everything.
Naysayers and robber barons, rob you baron, embarrass your squad for any obnoxious staring. Tearing down the walls of the hierarchy, cause I starkly disagree with any new rapper. Flooding my mind partially, call me with the flow.
Ooh, that sounded good. Flooding my mind partially.
But flooding my mind partially, call me with the flow, cause my motivation is purposeful. The damage you bastards currently cause is irreversible. Damn, I'm not.
Yes, purposeful, irreversible.
Merciful, and I don't turn the other cheek. Socially distant while I bury you 6 feet.
Okay, so yeah, that straight up they just censored it. So yeah, Locksmith, perfect verse. Homie, Ender one. I feel like I should learn how to say that better. Great verse, but Locksmith on this, I'm sure he already knew what it was gonna happen. I mean, Locksmith is such a top tier MC, so he kind of took over the track. But Ender one, he still did. Excuse me, still did fantastic for the first song I've ever heard by you. And I can't say you kept up with Locksmith, but he didn't absolutely body you. You know what I'm saying? So that's, as an MC, that's a checklist anyone would be happy of.
Your business, I got issues I'm still working on. So look, I'm not an angel of worship, I'm only human. And no, I never claimed to be perfect, so yes, I have buttons, please don't.
Like, my only issue with the song as a whole is this one part.
Touch them, I
have issues. Wait, what is it? The buttons, let's see.
Human, and no, I never claimed to be perfect, so yes.
Ender one. Okay, cool.
I have buttons. buttons, please.
Yeah, that part. I have buttons, please don't touch them. And then like this first half of that part sounds great, and then the second half just doesn't.
Don't touch them, I got issues, I'm still working on. Like Ender,
Like it just sounds so weird.
nice guy, nothing to worry about, yeah. But it's the nice guys you gotta worry about.
Hell yeah. Had to drop at least something, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, I appreciate that, Heather. We'll definitely give him a spin anytime we can. Anytime. Just drop the link for you guys to check it out. Make sure you guys click the link, drop a sub, drop a like if you enjoyed what we just heard. Shout out to Ender1 featuring Locksmith. Nice guys. So yeah, right now we're gonna I'm gonna take a little smoke break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna do this song, and then we're gonna go over to here, and then we're gonna go back to a song. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go back to a song. We're gonna go over here. You know what I'm saying? We got all that crazy shit. So I'll be right back. I appreciate y'all. I feel better. Woo! I need a second to recover, though. Goodness. Wow. I appreciate you, Lena. I don't know. I just read the comment. Oh boy. There we go. I'm like, why did I not read the fucking chat from my computer? Yes. Hi. Hi indeed. Yes. Yo, Heather, I feel so bad. That's the worst. I absolutely cannot stand, no pun intended, stand anymore. You know what I mean? I can't stand standing. You know, I hate it. I hate it. Fuck standing. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate standing. I had to do it for years working security, man. I would just fucking stay standing for so long. You know what I mean? Nah. Wow. So what are we doing? What am I doing? I'm reviewing my music while at the same time listening to music I get sent. I'm pretty blessed. And you guys are a big part of that. Lena, Heather, Broski, Paul, Rob Z, everyone in this chat, or that was in this chat, you know what I mean? Thank you. I love you guys. So, what I'd like to do now is I wanted to test the audio. My ass is loud as fuck. I scream, don't I? I could probably move my mic back. Do some shit like that. Anyway, what we're gonna do is listen to Be Life Classic featuring Alphabyte. Pull the Shrybrook shoes. They're great as long as I stay moving, but they suck for standing. Oh, shit. Well, no. I know I'm gonna have feet problem eventually. I know it. I need to figure whatever you figure out, Hadley, let me know. Or keep us updated because I need to have this knowledge ready. You know what I mean? Alright. I think I've recovered. Ooh. Goodness. What are we at? You say YouTube's experiencing what? What do you mean? Oh, no, it's not. Everything looks great. YouTube's lying to me, man. It's saying that you guys are experiencing. Oh, I guess buffering's different. Well, we'll see. Okay. Let's get it. This is old. This is one of the oldest things we've heard. You guys ready to hear old Alphabyte? Pre-studio Alphabyte. Just Alphabyte who would rap into these, basically. And then I'd send it to Be Life. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. This song is available on all platforms. If you've already heard this song, it might have been, through Shuffle. So this song's special, though. This one, I've always been dope at writing. It's just a matter of how nice it sounds.
Your fucking high school reunion.
This song is a good example.
Alpha. B.
I'm like starting to figure it out in this.
We ain't gotta say the rest of our names.
Look at that. 3 years ago, man.
I know us.
Feeling like switching the cadence, ripping off faces, taking lives and then misplacing. Evil thoughts got my mind racing, but I'm paper chasing without hesitation. A new foundation that's harder than pavement. The whole
so Be Life. I at the time I really liked his verse. Over time it didn't age well.
Part of a lion that the wizard gave me. Now they can't face me when they found out the danger of me taking the queen off the board where they placed it. Never can place it. Wake up to more work and new payments.
Like, this is such an old track. It's so funny hearing it. Be Life has probably evolved so much since this. Hey, bye. You don't have to answer, but what do you think about Title Time being signed by Blind Fury? So I saw. I'm not sure if I actually watched the video or listened to the song, but I definitely saw the headline at least, and they caught me off guard. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I hope there's nothing stupid that comes out of it. I don't think anything stupid would come out of it, but I hope that there's not envy. You know, I hope people embrace the growth. I hope people see this for what it is and its expansion of hip hop continuing to take care of the next generation. And I love it. I love it. Yes, Lena, thank you.
Week like new babies brought bites with an infestation of rabies. Think I'm crazy, guess who? It's the one that you can't play with. Like man tips, feeling unstable like one of the Mansons. Sleeping with dreams of riches in abandoned mansion.
It's hard to understand what he's even saying. You know what I mean?
I know that my haters probably can't stand this. Polished at the pinnacle, probably I'm cynical, but you cannot judge a ridicule. I could get rid of you, fix you up with the tools. I'm in a sea of liars when I am bulletproof. Call the troops out.
Like, be honest, guys. What do you think of Be Life?
Was born in 92. Let the doggies loose. Yeah, let the doggies loose. Yeah. Let the doggies loose.
Just a sick pup that's fresh off the leash. Be Life, hit me up, said hop on the beat, so I'm stomping my feet till my paws fall asleep with the bone in my mouth. I'm as happy can be with my tail isn't wagging. You took all the air from my sails, had it happen to ship on the sea. If I fail, then I'm drowning with angels around. You can bet that I'm bowing, My head 5-6 demons at my side, and once I come alive with the wrath of Poseidon. Reinvent violence, took LSD and now Peter Pan flying. Try and break me down like a chemical in science. My shit's too raw, so they fed me to the lines. But like Megatron, I'ma get my bread and dip into my benefits. I'm fully credited. Competition, I always get ahead of it. Never self-centered when enter the phase of grace and adrenaline. Last in the race, keep the pace with the pedal in its place. It's a leap with the faith, no incredible mistakes. How to make a classic, serve it on a tray. Assalamu alaikum, have a great day. Mayday, hurry up and vacate. They say this isn't a payday. Wait, hey, flipping like a pancake. Trade plates, maybe one day fans play my shit. Then they see that I take blows to the chin like a mic break. In my zone, once we vibrate, kinda like my phone when the light dims. I don't really know if enlighten is a proper term to describe them. One day they'll want to burn when I'm writing. If not, then they'll learn from a titan. Heritage goes back, of course I'm a Viking with horsemen and pikemen. Packing the force, not a fork with a trident. It's stabbing right into your flabbergasted at your abdomen. Fibby, trapping, rapping is a fabulous city. You try relaxing, we'll be back, that's definitive.
All right, so I think what I'm going to do now, for continuity's sake, I'm going to let the whole song play out. Then I'm going to make my comments on my verse. So, yeah, in the case of a feature, I might do what I did with Be Life and react in the spot. But for my verse, I'm definitely just going to let it play out, and then I'm just going to go through the lyrics. So, just a sick pup that's fresh off the leash. Be Life hit me up, said hop on the beat. So that's directly because he sent me this song, and the final line was let the doggies loose. So I was like, okay, let me ride with that. And just a sick pup that's fresh off the leash. So sick pup is, honestly, I heard Eminem, yep, I'm a sick pup, in one of his ciphers, and I'll fucking trick up from XY to Z, or from AB to Z, something like that. And so yeah, I like being able to use that. Fresh off the leash. He said the doggies are loose, so that's another way of adding into what he said by saying be the same thing said differently. Just a sick pup that's fresh off the leash. Be Life hit me up, said hop on the beat. Quite literal, pretty direct. Be Life is the artist. Hit me up, said hop on the beat. You know what I mean? So I'm stomping my feet till my paws fall asleep with the bone in my mouth. I'm as happy can be. So I'm stomping my feet till my paws fall asleep with the bone in my mouth. I'm as happy can be. Adding on to that dog scheme, the puppy scheme. This man, some of the peeps you've worked with, bro, don't even worry. That's honestly such a fair assessment. I've had the closest people around me have said that. Like that, I know that's a fact. I appreciate the honesty. Till my paws fall asleep with the bone in my mouth, I'm as happy can be. So like just that imagery, man, just stomping my feet till my paws fall asleep with the bone in my mouth. I'm as happy can be, like a dog just sitting with its arms crossed. But my tail isn't wagging. You took all the air from my sails. How'd it happen? The ship on the sea. If I fail, then I'm drowning with angels around. You can bet that I'm bowing. That imagery, you know what I mean? But my tail isn't wagging. That's like my last kind of bar association with that dog scheme. So, I'm not happy. So, that's like I'll go from I'm as happy can be, but my tail isn't wagging. So it's like it's a oxymoron kind of. And yeah, so I immediately transitioned to the flow. No worries, Heather. Don't worry about it. And I immediately transitioned to the new flow. You took all the air from my sails. How that happened? So there's a saying, just in general, like you taking the air from a sail means like you kind of. It's like another way of saying you're killing a vibe, or you're a buzzkill, or like you like that's very, to me. It could be poetic, and it's very strong with imagery, and it implies a lot. So you took all the air from my sails. How did it happen? So like it just straight up questioning it. A ship on the sea. If I fail, then I'm drowning. So that imagery, that picture I'm painting, the ship on the sea, and straight up, if I fail from preventing you to take the sails out of the wind out of my sails, the air, then I'm drowning. I'm dead in the ocean. With angels around, you can bet that I'm bowing. So it's like, if that happens, I like to imagine I would become an angel or something associated with ascension from this current vessel and moving on. So you bet that I'm bound. I'm respectfully departing from this life. My head, 5'6" demons in my head, or demons at my side. And once I come alive with the wrath of Poseidon, reinvent violence, took LSD, now I'm Peter Pan flying. So my head, 5'6", demons at my side. And so it's like in my head, there's 5 or 6, I'm not sure, questioning the demons. And they're at my side. Once I come alive with the wrath of Poseidon, because I just drowned in the last verse. And Poseidon's one of the gods of the seas. So reinvent violence, like I'm talking like I'm, the wrath will be so crazy that I'm gonna reinvent the definition of what violence is. Took LSD, now I'm Peter Pan flying. Neverland, like that's a reference for how high I would be off that LSD. He's flying, Peter Pan. Try and break me down like a chemical in science. My shit's too raw, so they fed me to the lines. But like Megatron, I'm gonna get my bread and dip until my benefits are fully credited. So try and break me down like a chemical in science. Like that's a very direct way of how people and how I am, as you guys see, are breaking down my lyrics, my shit. The only way to do it is like a chemical in science. It's through some processes, the layers. My shit's too raw, so they fed me to the lions. So I'm just talking about my writing, my style, my rawness, my dopeness. So they fed me to the lions. Raw meat gets fed to the lions, or just whatever. Another cool poetic reference to just being dope for rap. But like Megatron, I'm gonna get my bread and dip until my benefits are fully credited. So Megatron, Calvin Johnson, he was a receiver. He was a receiver. He didn't play a crazy long career because of injuries and shit. But so basically, like my Megatron, I'm gonna get my bread and dip because he got paid very well in the NFL. So like Megatron, I'm gonna get my bread and dip until my benefits are fully credited. And it wasn't until he retired where you could say that he got his full respect from everybody. So that's kind of what that bar is. It's a very specific reference. What up, Loopy? Man, I'm just chilling. Open requests, donations only. I'm basically doing this to I'm got a playlist of just my music. I'm breaking it down because I've never broken down my bars before. And I know it would be cool, and it's been awesome so far. We're like 3 hours in almost. And in order to break up the craziness, if people want to throw a donation at me, we will get through a song and then play their song. I'll break down my song, go to a donate. So right now, that's where we're at. So yeah, I always get ahead. Okay, so until my benefits are fully credited, I explained that bar with Calvin Johnson, Megatron. And if it's a different name, I apologize. I feel like just because I'm stoned, I might not remember if that's his. It's definitely Megatron's a football player for the Lions. He played with them for forever. Anyway, competition, I always get ahead of it. Never self-centered with. Enter the phase of grace and adrenaline. So yeah, competition, I'm always ahead of it. That's pretty direct. Never self-centered when I enter the phase of grace and adrenaline. So that basically that's how I describe when I get in the mode, when I'm really writing and rapping. Entering the phase of grace and adrenaline. Like that's what it is. So this is last in the race. Keep the pace with the pedal in its place. It's a leap for the faith. No incredible mistakes. How to make it classic. Serve it on a tray. Assalamu alaikum. Have a great day. Mayday, mayday. Hurry up and vacate. They say this isn't a payday. No, they say this isn't a payday. Wait, hey. Flip it like a pancake. Trade place. Maybe when the fans play. And you know what I mean? Like, this is old as shit. This is 3 years old at this point. It's fucking funny. Like, just hearing the way I rhyme, it's just so much different. So, yeah, last in the race, keep the pace with the pedal in its place. So that's just basically talking about, like, you got to keep up. Y'all are last. Try to keep up with the pace with the pedal in its place. You know, talking about. Honestly, I'm not sure. I feel like that might have been paddle. Now that I think about it, because I was probably thinking like a boat, like some sort of canoe. If it's a race, last in the race, keep the pace with the pedal in the place. Oh, maybe it was a drum pedal. Last in the race, keep the pace with the pedal in its place. I feel like it was more of a drum pedal reference. That sounds definitely like a drum pedal reference. So this a leap for the faith, no incredible mistakes. So leap of faith, that's just an obvious gesture of saying a leap of faith is very obvious and direct. And that's what it is to be a rapper. So how to make a classic servant entry. This phone is driving me nuts. Keep getting booted from the stream and it takes forever. No worries. At least you keep coming back in. What up? Mayday, hurry up and vacate. So Mayday is like when you're crashing in a plane or a helicopter, they say Mayday, you're going down. Hurry up and vacate. That just means get out, survive quickly. They say this isn't a payday. Wait, hey, flip it like a pancake. Trade plates. Maybe one day fans play. So that's just a bunch of me kind of having fun with rhyming, but this isn't a payday because that's like me saying the opposite of like how the common trope for rappers is like get money, throwing money around. And I'm like, no, this isn't a payday. Wait, hey, flip it like a pancake. I'm pretty sure that sounds like at the time I was really talking about like flipping something into more. Like if I have $50, like flip it, make it 150. You know, flip it. And then pancake, obviously flip it like pancake. Trade plates, maybe one day fans play. So that trade plates, that was honestly just talking about license plates, having enough. Because the next line, talking about fans being, you know, playing my shit. Like seeing what I take, blows to the chin like I might break in my zone, watch me vibrate. Like they see what I go through my music. Yeah, so that's kind of just my way of saying trade plates, maybe one day fans play my shit, then they see that I take blows. I don't even remember my shit, then they see that I take blows to the chin. I can't remember the flow because there's no instrumental. But in my zone, watch me vibrate. In my zone, I have a song called, it's with sporadic. I think it's in the zone. I can't think now, but that's what the reference is. And blows to the chin like I might break. That's a reference to, you take a blow to the chin, that's usually a reference to, you know, boxing. And I like to say that life swings punches at you constantly in my song. So that's kind of blows to the chin like I might break. In my zone, watch me vibrate. So kind of like my phone when the light dims. I don't really know if enlightened is a proper term to describe him. One day they'll want to burn what I'm writing. If not, then they'll learn from a titan. Heritage goes back. You know, that is just kind of talking about when I'm writing my music, the lights being dimmed, I'm in my zone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if enlightened is the proper way people would describe me. They just, you know, but so that's just a way of me talking about how maybe I'm perceived or just as a person, how I am. You know, I don't know if people would call me enlightened, but they might describe me fill in the blank. Is a proper term to describe them. So it's like fill in the blank. That's the proper way to describe them. One day they'll want to burn when I'm writing. If not, then they'll learn from a titan. Heritage goes back. Of course, I'm a Viking with horsemen and pikemen. Packing the force, not a fork, but a trident. Is stabbing right into your flabbergasted. That's your abdomen. Amphibia trapping. Rapping is a fabulous idiom. Try relaxing. We'll be back. That's offended. So that's just, especially at the end, that's some serious rap shit. But yeah, heritage goes back. Of course, I'm a Viking. That's true. You know what I'm saying? Like my lineage is definitely, I've got that Viking in me. You know, look at my red beard. Of course, I'm a Viking with horsemen and pikemen. So that's just kind of a reference for older military style. I think it was Roman, probably Roman. But so with horsemen and pikemen, I'm just talking about the time period or just in general, just the theme of having of soldiers with me. Packing the force, not a fork, but a trident. You know what I mean? So a fork is basically just a tiny little thing, right? But a trident is a giant fucking fork, essentially. So packing the force, not a fork, but a trident. And then is stabbing right into your flabbergasted at your abdomen amphibia. So talking about like your mouth is, your jaw dropped because you just got this trident jabbed right into your abdomen, your fibia, trapping rapping is a fabulous idiom. So immediately goes into a next bar where if you're trapping, assuming you're a rapper, you know what I mean? They go hand in hand. So that's an idiom. Trapping rapping is a fabulous idiom. Try relaxing, we'll be back. That's definitive. You know, that's a simple way to just, you know, tie the knot, you know, finish it right there. That's just kind of my outro for the line, for the verse, and saying that me and B Life are gonna keep making music, and we did. There's a song on here. It actually looked like it was next, but it's on shuffle, so it wouldn't actually be next. But yeah, it's called Not a Flex right here. Yeah, so you know, just that's what that last line meant. Vibe reactions. I hope you're doing well. We're dope, man. We're dope. We're doing well. We're chilling. We're basically going through my music, and anyone who donates a song for us to listen to after we do a review of one of my songs, then we go to the donation and we give that a spin. So yeah, right now we are catching up. We still have 3 songs to listen to, which means we have, I think, 2 songs of mine we'll have throughout those. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this link. So what we've been doing is I'm switching to I'll listen to the song all the way through, and then I'll give my opinion / my breakdown on the song for my music. But for the music you guys request, I'm still just gonna pause and break it down like I usually do. Let's go.
They say never ever gonna amount to anything in this life, but I've got some pride I'm not swallowing, call on it tonight.
I love that. See, like just that, I can, man, one of these guys' bars is the way I like to write. You know what I mean? It stretches out. There's multiple internal rhymes, syllabic rhymes going on. You know what I'm saying? I like to speed up energy too. He'll just be rapping, then he'll speed it up real fast, and then he'll go. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of style's dope.
They say, never ever gonna amount to.
I like that. They say, never ever gonna amount to. Never ever gonna amount to. See, I butchered it. If it's not my writing and my rap, I can't have control of it. You know what I'm saying? not on first spin.
They say, never ever gonna amount to anything in this life, but I've got some pride I'm not swallowing, call on it tonight. And they may be right, dropped right out of my high school.
He's got a really dope voice, man. I don't know if I've heard Cryptic Wisdom. I feel like I've heard Cryptic Wisdom, just not as often. I probably should, because he seems dope so far.
Got a gun to my head every night, real talk with a trigger that I might pull. Nobody knows it.
Damn, this beat is perfect for what he's doing, because there's not like a lot going on in the beat, so you can be like really creative and flexible with what you do with the flows, the pockets, the cadences, and he's doing it, man. He's speeding up, slowing down. Sounds good.
Anything in this life, but I've got some pride I'm not swallowing, call on it tonight. And they may be right, dropped right out of my high school. Got a gun to my head every night, real talk with a trigger that I might pull.
Woo! High school might pull. Like, the chopping in between those two, nice. So nice.
Nobody knows that it's over for me, I'm over the edge.
Woo! I wish he fucking didn't do over twice, because that was
with a trigger that I might pull. Nobody knows that it's over for me.
Like, nobody knows it. It's over for me. I'm over. Like that. It still sounds good, but yo, me, the way my shit works, the OCD's like, no, you can't do that. Nobody knows it. It's over for me. I'm colder than frozen. The choke that O's in the. We'll see what he does.
I'm over the edge and I'm blowing up inside. Cause
and then he went to blowing.
I'm not who I'm supposed to be.
And then supposed.
Nobody's chosen me to.
Chosen? Dude, I'm telling you, he could have. It doesn't matter, but I'm just so sad that it was so close to being the way I like it. Oh, man. Somebody get this man in this chat. Somebody find this man. Get him in this chat. Let him know I want him to do some shit for me. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love him. Even if he hopped in this chat, I'd be like, bro, you're killing me, Smalls.
Sick for the heavens, and yet I've neglected the demons.
Yo, the heavens neglected the demons with being random. He's got that dope ass vocal flexion, the control, top tier.
To be, nobody's chosen me, too sick for the heavens, and yet I've neglected the demons in my head. I'm directed like I'm never gonna get another chance at joy with somebody.
Woo! Of course, he fucking flips it and switches it double time.
Nobody.
Older song and he's dope still. How old? 4 years. Woo! Yup.
Nobody's chosen me, too sick.
I'll shut up then.
For the heavens, and yet I've neglected the demons in my head. I'm directed like I'm never gonna get another chance at joy with somebody else. Cause I'm too vindictive, addicted to pain, and yo, it might have helped if I hadn't read into this so stupidly. It could be you and me in the future, fucking in love.
I can hear some Yellow Wolf influence, man. I can hear some Yellow Wolf influence on this cat. And I could be totally wrong, but I do. I hear it. Blind Sight, my dude. Ooh. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're surviving. If you're still in Arizona, which I think you are you surviving this monsoon season, brother? Man, this shit is crazy.
Mutually, but it's never gonna be that way. Life is looking down now. Gotta get my fam out of deck, get my hands on the check with the mic. I'm looking right out.
Ooh, that was so good. That was the way he brought back that rhyme.
That way, life is looking down now.
Yeah, yep.
Now, gotta get my fam out of deck, get my hands on the check with the mic. I'm looking right out.
Yup. Money.
Hit the crowd in my dreams. If you really wanna know what I mean, that's too bad, cause I just don't trust anyone anymore. You're an enemy.
Woo. You know what I need to do? Because here's the thing. I just went through my music. I would love to add the Blindside Alphabyte Tired of Waiting track we did to the playlist, because I know your shit won't get me in trouble too, and it's got my verse on it, so it is some of my music. So you know what? Everyone wins. Everyone wins. That being said, I'm going to personally add it. Blindsight. I hope if you don't stick around, you know what I'm saying, we'll oh yeah, it's probably just topic. We'll at least have it broken down, and you'll have it listened to if you choose to listen to the stream again. You'll probably stay though. We'll see. We gotta get that EP, dude. Just let me come through. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, me and my booth ain't a move. I can't get all the way to Apache Junction right now, or afford the booth session. So yeah, man. Or walk me through how to do everything on my own, because I'm pretty sure I have almost all the equipment, and we could do something.
My last stand, tell me what you.
Oh, hold up.
I just don't trust anyone anymore. You're an enemy scene. This is my last stand, tell me what you really mean. Cause after this record, I'm headed for the guillotine. I can't take it. I've made myself to be.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about doing the Boom Bap EP too. I'm saying, like, I can't record anything. I would need to go at least record it at your place or somewhere where I know I can record for free. But in terms of just getting the writing going and shit, then by all means, yes, that should. Yeah, you're right. But I've got it is absurd amount how much I have going on with writing, different projects and whatnot. But I am okay with prioritizing that shit, because the level of dopeness and how much this community deserves more shit from us, it's pretty up there. Like, the level, it's up there.
That I'm not in this crazy. So sing for your goodbyes. I'm gonna give it to you one last time. So if you hear me,
I need to give this dude. There you go.
just throw your fists up. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone and I give up. Day one, I'ma take it slow. Happiness, I can't make it show. Cause I've been forgotten, there's no fixing a forsaken home. And the bread, I'ma make my dough. Whatever means I don't hustle crack. But whatever it takes, I'ma make my cake and it might just bust a rap.
Ooh, okay.
For the green, I see no point to be doing it free. My joints are the hottest products up on the market, rocking, bringing noise.
Damn, man, that was cold.
To be doing it free.
I see no point, free my point.
My joints are the hottest products up on the market, rocking, bringing noise.
Like, that is cold. Yo, Blindside, yes, dude. Because I'm in Phoenix now. Like, before I was in Mesa, so that trip to you would have been not impossible, but my car is such a piece of shit. It is just such a piece of shit. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. But dude, yes, that would be so cool. That would be, I'm not even kidding, Blinds. It would be historic. It would be historic.
But I can't do that, cause I do rap for the fans when I need to vent. And you better believe me, this ain't easy, I cannot breathe and bet that if I collect a check for all the words in my notepad, I'm giving it all the way to my family, and it's so sad that it really had to come to this, but I'm a fuck.
Man, this dude is just crazy.
I'm giving it all the way to my family, and it's so sad that it really had to come to this, but I'm a fuck up and you love it so. And the pain that I gained from the life that I'm living isn't gonna get covered, no.
He has a track with Vin J. Wow, Vin J. Phoenix, I'm off of 17 and Northern Avenue. That's basically where I'm at, because I'm right off the freeway.
Oh, I just can't keep up with my music life and my challenges. Between being me and pleasing you, I can't balance it. And listen,
yo, whoever was here for the Shady Cypher that I did, and when I broke down that track, and I had done the move, lift up your chin, find balances. You know what I mean? I did challenges and balances. So the fact that he just did challenge and balance makes me so happy, because I was just like, right, that was just like 30. That was probably an hour ago, but damn, I like it.
Pain that I gained from the life that I'm living isn't.
I got Bethany home. What? That's what I'm saying, bro. The move to Phoenix, man, has been great. Granted, there's a lot of death, but the community, the people that are not mean and evil, everyone is nice. I haven't found a single mean person in my apartment complex.
Gonna get covered, no. I just can't keep up with my music life and my challenges. Between being me and pleasing you, I can't balance it. And this may be the last album if you don't stop sleeping and playing me, cause you ain't never gonna hear another motherfucker drop this shit like David G.
Ooh.
Last stand, tell me what you really mean, cause after this record I'm headed for the guillotine. I can't take it, I've made myself to be someone that I'm not, and it's crazy. So save all your goodbyes.
I love that part. So save all your goodbyes. That was dope.
I'm not, and it's crazy. So save all your goodbyes. I'm gonna give it to you one last time.
Ooh.
So if you hear me,
let me tell you, in comparison to the last lyric video we saw, this one's so much more legible.
throw your fists up. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone and I give up.
Yeah. I would, man, if he ever did a part 2 for this song for whatever reason, just this is where the person who comes in for no reason, just boom, 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 right there. Or after this, I guess. Just start rapping your ass off right there. Is there another drop? Are we getting a drop? Oh, okay. Yeah, this would be the verse would be, I'm telling you. Is my cat meowing again? Probably.
You're gonna miss me. This is my last stand, tell me what you really mean, cause
okay.
After this record I'm headed for the guillotine. I can't take it, I've made myself to be someone that I'm not, and it's crazy. So save all your goodbyes, I'm gonna give it to you one last time. So if you hear me, just throw your fists up. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone and I give up.
That was a dope song. Where the hell was the song I just added? There it is. All right, cool, boo. You know, did I drop a? No, I didn't. Yo, this was crazy. Alpha Square sent me. Yeah, real ones. Another Ty. It's funny. That's people call me that. Ty. Hello, Ty. That's what people call me instead of saying Tiny or Tynan. You know, my nickname's Tiny because all my homies love me and they know that I'm rhyming. Oh, shit. Oh, another time I'll send you another one from, okay, I got you, blood. So we're going to go ahead and run this up, you know what I'm saying? Because, hold up. I got the lyrics on my phone. I'm like, you know what? There's no lyrics in the description, which I usually post in my shit, so it's like force of habit. I've just been able to do it. Features collabs. Tired of waiting. Yeah. Drop a link for y'all so you can peep game with us.
When I look up at the sky, all I see is an infinity of endless time, no beams, no energy, nothing but.
I love that. I love that, man. That's just immediately off the rip, man. Because it's like a really futuristic ambient instrumental. Like you're taken to a place where you're like, oh wow, I'm not on Earth. You know what he's describing. He's looking up. He's like, I look up in the sky and I see the energy, no beats, no stand up. Like it. Listen.
When I look up at the sky, all I see is an infinity of.
All I see is an infinity.
Endless time, no beams, no energy.
Of endless time, no beats, or no beams, no energy. Hold up. It's just so dope.
When I look up at the sky, all I see is an infinity of endless time, no beams, no energy.
No beams, no energy.
Nothing but the dream to catch. I can't see the seek, the key to open up the path to find hope and focus on a noble plan to make peace with the code, with the show, the family get lost.
Like so much. He's very much like JT in the aspect that like certain artists, once you get to such an advanced technical skill, there's so much, and I love to focus on the structure of it, and this is just perfect. Like he knows how to dance on this beat, man, while having no fillers. It's just straight up dope ass content.
Need to open up the path to find hope and focus on a noble plan to make peace with the code, with the show, the family get lost.
I love that.
I'm tired of waiting for something to happen to breaking them off.
That is perfect. And then this flow switch too.
Take the fate out of equation.
Like it's never stagnant. Even like he makes sure that shit is never stagnant or like it gets repetitive. The switches are made perfect.
You see the seek, the key to open up the path to find hope and focus on a noble plan to make peace with the code, with the show, the family get lost. I'm tired of waiting for something to happen to breaking them off.
And there's that bar, man. Tired of waiting. The same title track. You know what I mean?
Take the fate out of equation. If they're gonna chain the gate, you gotta break them. Only way to stay in this game is stay patient. But I ain't getting younger. I've been rich, great payment.
Woo! I like the patient bar because it reminds me of patiently waiting. You know what I'm saying?
If they're gonna chain the gate, you gotta break them. Only way to stay in this.
They're gonna change the gate, you gotta break them.
Game is stay patient, but I ain't getting younger. I've been rich, great payment. Look, time is running out.
Woo! I like that part. Look, time is running out.
Break them. Only way to stay in this game is stay patient, but I ain't getting younger. I've been rich, great payment. Look, time is running out. Climbing up a mountain, I am the king and I'm holding the crown. Higher than the clouds, open up the ground, shaking this planet, we're holding it down. It's an earthquake in my heart. It's time to go bump a burst in 8 charts. I'ma break dirt in the grave today, Mark.
That's crazy. Dun. It's like 7 syllables.
I'ma make him hurt for making.
I'ma make him hurt for making it go dark.
My day's dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him all hurt for making my day. I'm gonna make him go hurt for making my day dark. Something like that. So that's longer. That's like way longer than 7.
Taking shit from a hit to the act card. I'ma paint a picture to say a mosaic art. No stone through the glass. To the face with a star. Alone at the shooting my fate from afar.
That's like that's by far my favorite part of the song. Him ending it like that is shooting my faith from afar and something like that. It sounds so good.
The picture to say a mosaic art. No
picture to say a mosaic art. Something like that, man. It's crazy. He said he's so fast.
Stone through the glass. To the face with a star. Alone at the shooting my fate from afar.
It's perfect. And for like the intro starting off looking up in the sky and then ending with that.
I'm tired of waiting for my life to change. I'm tired of waiting, I'ma take it all the way. I'm tired of waiting, mama, I'm about to break. I'm tired of waiting, I'ma make them feel the pain. I'm tired of waiting for my life.
Amazing hook as well. Amazing hook.
To change. I'm tired of waiting.
So like I said before, the way I'm gonna been doing it, I'm gonna play my whole verse and then I'll break it down line for line after we hear the song.
I'ma take it all the way. I'm tired of waiting, mama, I'm about to break. I'm tired of waiting, I'ma make them feel the pain.
I'm tired of waiting, not taking the waters. Been deep in the sea and I'm thinking the waters of freedom are lasting. I see that the bottom is closer, I'm sinking, I'm stuck in the autumn. When caught in the fall, it's a teeter, no totter. And lucid when dreaming, the beacon they follow. When I am a leader, there's no in the bottle. I'm smoking on cedar, the seed is a bomb. And the queen is so light, would think there's a bomb. And at time is my bitch, she bended it though. And she making a shake, she paid me the bonus. She laid on a payment, I guess I'm a donor. The paper we rollin', be graded, assorted. About it, then waited, and safely transported. The bag to the bank in the state with the border. Be trafficking people that daily deported. Betrayed the deported, it's shady. I'm calling it grace in the Lord. Is a character trait, not New Vegas, but sorta. I guess, man, I guess if I'm staying devoted. Dependent, but solo, the courier loaded. Been ready, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm beheading like Freddy and shredding the wealth on machetes. I'm letting the ketamine melt when my brain is stirring. I'm betting in hell. Machiavelli and Biggie, we sharing the cell. The fire we fuel like it's never been felt. It's a character trait, I'm aware that the shell it won't break. Demonstrate that I'm wearing the belt. Character trait, wearing the belt. Aware it won't break. Sharing the cell.
I'm tired of waiting for my life.
It's funny, when I wrote to this instrumental, before I went to the studio to record it, right? I must have wrote to the wrong part of the beat. Like I might have wrote in the first verse slot on accident. Because when I went to record it and I finished, there was still more part of the beat. I think I needed like 4 more bars or something. And so it was funny. I was like, damn. So at the studio, I had to write 4 more bars, and it's a home studio. So my homie's dad lives with him at his crib, and his dad heard me just going off. And after we were done with the session, I went out to like smoke or something, and his dad was like, yo, I heard you going the fuck off. I didn't want to go in and interrupt your mojo. I heard you just writing, trying to finish your session. I was like, yeah, man, I had to write a little bit more, man. And because when I was writing it, I'm able to write in a way like it's the same everywhere I go. I can just get there because every time I've ever written in my life, it's usually been super isolated. So I am able to just get back in that zone. And yeah, like if I were to ever do a live stream where I do like I write, I would have to like lower my microphone a fuck ton because the way I write is like repeating like crazy. Like I repeat things over and over. You want this, baby? There you go. All right, so back to letting just at least the track finish off so we can talk more about the verse.
To change, I'm tired of waiting, I'ma take it all the way. I'm tired of waiting, mama, I'm about to break. I'm tired of waiting, I'ma make 'em feel the pain. I'm tired of waiting for my life to change. I'm tired of waiting, I'ma take it all the way. I'm tired of waiting, mama, I'm about to break. I'm tired of waiting, I'ma make 'em feel the pain.
Yes. All right. So let's get this started. So my first verse here, I got it on my phone. So I'm tired of waiting, not taking no orders. So song's called I'm Tired of Waiting. So the immediate double is not taking no orders. I'm tired of waiting, right? So what does a waiter do? They take orders. I'm tired of waiting, not taking no orders. Been deep in the sea and I'm thinking the waters. So if you're from like Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like I firsthand experienced my family that is from Philly. They'll say certain things different, and water is one of the things that they say different. They say water. So I stretched it to say that. So been deep in the sea and I'm thinking the waters. So I'm tired of waiting, not taking no orders. Been deep in the sea and I'm thinking the waters of freedom at last, and I see that the bottom is closer. I'm sinking, I'm stuck in the autumn wind. Freedom at last, and I see that the bottom is closer. I'm sinking, I'm stuck in the autumn wind. So that's basically, you know, been deep in the sea and I'm thinking the waters. Basically, you know, like I'm not gonna lie, that's like a way for me to describe being depressed, being like going through like some tough shit, being in the sea, being in the ocean. So I've been deep in the sea and I'm thinking the waters of freedom at last, and I see that the bottom is. So basically that's saying like it feels ironically like a freedom, because when I go to that place, I'm usually depressed or I'm isolated, and there's a part of me that seeks that out so that I can recover, I suppose. So I kind of embrace the feeling. And I see that the bottom is getting closer, basically. I'm sinking, I'm stuck in the autumn wind. So that's just autumn wind for me. That's another way of saying I'm stuck in the fall. So I'm stuck sinking, I'm stuck falling. And then literally the next line is caught in the fall. This a teeter, no tottering. Lucid with dreaming, a beacon they following. So a teeter-totter, it goes up and down. So if it's just teetering and not tottering, that means it's just going up or it's just going down, right? So caught in the fall, so if I'm stuck falling and I'm only teetering and not tottering, right? Lucid with dreaming, a beacon they following. So that's me quickly referring to that I'm a lucid dreamer. And I think that kind of translates into my ambitions in reality because of if you're able to lucid dream, it's really about being focused. Like, you have to be so focused in your dream to trigger lucidity. At least for me, I do, because I don't just start off lucid, it happens in a moment. Yeah, so I am a leader, or a beacon they follow in. That's kind of, I'm just talking about how I am a beacon. Like, you know, that's what they follow, my music, my fans, my community. So yeah, I am a leader. There's no need to bottle them. That's a double for, you know, a liter being a measurement for, you know, a fluid. So being a leader as well, you know, an individual based, not a follower. I am a leader. There's no need to bottle them. So that's a kind of a cool way of talking about, like, there's no need to put limits on me. Like, I am a leader. There's no need to bottle them. It's like a really cool double. A couple doubles in it, really. So smoking on cedar, the seed is abominant. You know, that's just a smoking on wood. You know, that's like backwood is a blunt wrap type. You know, smoking on cedar, the seed is abominant. The seed being the weed strain, abominant just being an adjective to describe like how crazy dank, how crazy good, strong this strain is. Green is so loud you would think there's a bomb in it. So I fell in love with abominant, like abominant snowman, you know. And then green is so loud, that's another phrase for just your weed is strong. Green is so loud you would think there's a bomb in it. So seed is abominant, think there's a bomb in it. Like, I love taking words that sound the exact same that you don't even have to change them. So there's a lot tying into the last line there as well. Time is my bitch and she bended it over. She making it shake and she paid me to bone her. She laid on a payment. I guess I'm a donor. So, you know, it's kind of like this cool player pimp mentality bar, even though that ain't me at all. It just kind of, I love flex because it's with time. I'm saying it about time. I'm personifying something that's not real, saying it's my bitch. And, you know, so it's like, to me, starting off with that means it's just obviously not to be taken seriously, but it's more of just like this cool flex as a rapper to have fun with my writing. She's making it shake. She paid me to bone her. She laid on the payment. I guess I'm a donor. You know, like, that's couple doubles there. The donor of, you know what I mean, some of that good, and also money. She's laid on payment. She paid me to bone her. Like, there's just like oxymorons in it, and it's hard to catch if you're not paying attention. The paper we roll in be graded and sorted. So that's just again, more references on the kush, that good. So being graded and sorted means there's different grades of weed. There's levels of potency. So that the stuff we're smoking is good. It's what's it called? Because Arizona is legal for recreational and medicinal. So it's from a dispensary. I bought it and weighed it, then safely transported, you know, so just, you know, I don't do it that often, but if I feel like I got hoed over some weight, I'll be like, yo, I paid for an eighth and you gave me this, you know, like, so that's kind of that reference. I bought it, then weighed it, then safely transported. So it's obviously not true, but it's a cool double of extending to Arizona being by the border. So making a smuggle run or something. So the bag to the bank in a state where the border be trafficking people, the daily deported. Oh, okay. So yeah, so the bag to the bank in a state where the border. So basically talking about the transaction being complete, taking the money. Talking about being in Arizona, trafficking people, the daily departed, or the daily deported. So that's what happens in Arizona when you're state next to the border. You know, people get deported, and it is crazy. And people get trafficked over that same border. So that's kind of what that's talking about. The daily deported, be traded, awarded. It's shady. I'm calling it grace and the Lord is. So basically, that's kind of me having a very unique perspective on what we were just mentioning. And those people doing those things, they get traded, awarded. They get money for trafficking. They get power. They get whatever. They get these things, and it's shady. And I'm calling it grace, and the Lord is. So the rhyme's extending to another bar, but in that part, I'm talking about how like this is something that you have to be humble and take with not necessarily a grain of salt, but like you have to take it with grace and understand that it might not be in your control to stop, or, you know, it might not be your like inclination to determine whether it's right or wrong that it's happening, because there's so much evil in this world and there's so much good. So kind of talking about that being the grace, and the Lord is a character trait, not New Vegas, but sorta. So the Lord is a character trait. So like You know, it's you believe in God or you don't. Bottom line, that's what it is. He's a character trait, not New Vegas, but sort of. New Vegas is a video game. It's Fallout, so it's an RPG. When you make a character, usually in RPGs, you have character traits. So a character trait, not New Vegas, but sorta. A yes man, I guess, if I'm staying devoted. Yes man is another reference to that video game, New Vegas. So a yes man, I guess, if I'm staying devoted, but also a yes man is someone who just says yes. You know what I mean? Like everyone knows what that is. And I'm just saying, sure, call me that if that means I'm staying devoted to what I'm doing and to who I am. Dependent, been solo, the courier loaded. So that's another Fallout New Vegas reference. This whole couple things is basically that was a whole Fallout New Vegas reference for the video game. So dependent, been solo, the courier loaded. The courier is what you are in that game. You're the main character. So solo, it's a solo only playing game, just like the rap career that is being an independent artist. So dependent, been solo, courier loaded. So dependent obviously is kind of showing you that I'm talking about being independent, and also being dependent on music. The courier loaded, been ready, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm beheading like Freddy and shredding the welts. No machetes, I'm letting the ketamine melt when my brain's in a stir, when I'm vetting in hell. Machiavelli and Biggie, we share in the cell. All the fire we fuel, it's like it's never been felt. It's a character trait. I'm aware that the shell, it won't break, demonstrate that I'm wearing the belt. So that those last 8 bars, I can tell you right now, those were the 8 bars I had to write for the studio session. That flow switch immediately. So been ready, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's just basically very direct. Yeah, like I've been ready. I've been ready to rap. I've been ready to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting ahead of myself, right? So maybe tune it down. Maybe the ego's a little too strong. Maybe you're not as good as you think. Kind of having like a self-check moment. Been ready, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm beheading like Freddy and shredding the welts. So beheading like Freddy Krueger. I'm beheading, you know what I mean? Like he did some crazy ass shit. He's got those gloves. And shredding the welts, that's literally just talking more about the Freddy bar. No machetes, I'm letting the ketamine melt. So that's just kind of furthering this experience that is horror. If you're having ketamine melt into you, that's going to be awful. And I'm talking like I'm not letting the machetes do it. I'm not letting the blades do it. I'm letting the ketamine do it. When my brain's in a stir and I'm vetting in hell. Machiavelli and Biggie, we share in a cell. Talking about Tupac, talking about Biggie, being in hell. You know, obviously that ain't where we're going to be, but it's just like this idea of it for the imagery. But yeah, when my brain's in a stir, I'm vetting in hell. That's just like, you know, when I feel like I am in hell, like just bottom line. So that's what those 2 bars are. The fire we fuel, like it's never been felt. So like the fire, the fuel, like the shit that I have provided, it's gonna come across in a way that's never been felt. This is a character trait. I'm aware that the shell, it won't break, demonstrate that I'm wearing the belt. So that was just kind of like the character trait part was me referring back to the character trait bar earlier, and then the shell, it won't break, demonstrate that I'm wearing the belt. You know, I'm talking about like the core of me, who I am, the shell that I've created, my shield that won't break, and then demonstrate that I'm wearing the belt, that I'm the champion. I'll show you how great I am. Demonstrate that I'm wearing the belt. So that is my breakdown for my verse. Sorry, I was just making sure my phone doesn't die on me because it was getting close reading those lyrics. And yeah, I appreciate you, Blindsight, for getting me on that. Seriously. Getting me on that was a privilege and a pleasure. The link is in the chat. It's the last one I posted. So now it is time to listen to so we only have 2 requests left. I think after we do these 2, I'll be done. Unless I'll be done with reviewing my music, because that's what takes the longest. But I will keep requests open. So let's see. Actually, I'll go. Yeah, we'll see. If 4 hours hits and we don't have these 2 done, I'll keep going. But if 4 hour hits and I'm still done these 2, because I have one. Damn, you're right. I have one more song I'm supposed to do of mine to interrupt the 2 things. The 2 songs of mine. Copyright. Shuffle. Headed out west. There you go. We got Blooper ticked off. What's good? Hope everybody's having a good time. I hope we busting vibes, shit like that.
No regrets, I just live like I'm close to death. Born to spit, no one does it as good as this.
I like that. I like that. Close to death, born to spit, no one does it just quite like this, or something like that.
I just live like I'm close. No regrets, I just live like I'm close to death. Born to spit, no one does it as good as this.
Yeah, he's got 119 now. This dude's dope as shit. Dude is dope as shit.
No offense, but
I can already tell I'm gonna want more than 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Everybody been getting on my nerves. You don't wanna be one of them. And stubborn is not a sin, cause we all got it within. And when the shit hits the fan, they're screaming, Pat, let us in. But what they don't understand is I can't stand you constantly on my back, trying to act like a parachute in my bag. Way too.
Bro, this kid's dope. Or a grown man, I'm not sure. He's dope. Holy shit. Also, just real quick, I am going to be going live on Twitch at one point tonight. It probably will be a late night Twitch stream. So if anybody isn't doing anything late at night, come through on the Twitch stream, you know what I'm saying? Get funky with it. We're going to be playing games, listening to some lo-fi, doing our thing.
Shit hits the fan, they're screaming, Pat, let us in. But what they don't understand is I can't stand you constantly on my back, trying to act like a parachute in my bag. Way too many people, way too many thoughts.
Oh yeah, also, can you guys let me know, what do you guys think of the thumbnail? Did you guys like this thumbnail? I changed it recently. You know, I just made this today. I like it a lot. Personally, I think it's a lot better than the other one that I've been using.
One by one, I start to cut them off. I don't.
Absolutely, we be twitching.
Got no energy.
That's the vibe. And we're close to affiliate. Oh, we're so close. I'm hustling hard for it, so.
For this, man, I don't got no patience. Like a shitty doctor, to what degree should I try fake this? Yeah. Back to the pen, pen to the pad. Heard from your girl, I'm a 10.5.
I was not expecting that. Damn, he was already dope, he just got better.
I don't got no patience. Like a shitty doctor, to what degree should I try fake this? Yeah. Back to the pen, pen to the.
Yo, on the real, I just want to say, everybody who donated tonight, Broski, I know you're probably not here, but you guys got me dinner tonight. For real. Like, thank you. You guys got Germanite dinner tonight.
Pat, heard from your girl, I'm a 10.5. You know I've been in my bag full of tricks, trying to spaz to my hits, doing tricks for my bag. Always looking for a way to escape, and you just
wait for it. Damn. Okay, here we go.
The gate half open. Yeah, only real chance that I can get away is a late night drive when I'm jamming a token. Little bit on edge, don't press.
Ooh, I like the token shout out.
With the gate half open. Yeah, only real chance that I can get away is a late night drive when I'm jamming a token. Little bit on edge, don't press me cause I've been ticked off. Like a broken lamp when I don't work, I'm standoffish. What I gotta do to get some damn props, bitch? But I will not quit this pond. This full of little codfish nonsense. Come and try.
Whoa.
I do to get some.
That if I've ever heard that flow, it's not been many times with that rhyme selection. Whoa. He doesn't know how impressed I am by just that alone. Like that fact alone puts him aside from so many people when I think of creativity and flows. It doesn't fucking surprise me he listens to Token.
When I don't work, I'm standoffish. What I gotta do to get some damn props, bitch? But I will not quit this pond. This full of little codfish nonsense. Come and try top this like clutch down chicks you can't miss. To this game,
he makes that sound cool. If anyone has done that flow and I just don't remember, this cat just does it in a dope way.
I'm an addict, wouldn't want the fame if I had it. So don't complain if your fans listen, just blame it on habits. I got no interest in status. You really think you're the baddest? Well, I must have missed it, and you're leaving me.
You think this is the best? He's so good, man. He's rhyming so much.
Got no interest in status. You really think you're the baddest? Well, I must have missed it, and you're leaving.
Let's like bouncing from 5 syllables. Interest in baddest, and that. Love it.
Even me off your list, waste your madness.
I spit with the passion. You know what I mean? Like that's some shit I do.
Thing that matters is coming out guns blazing, shoot. Pew pew. Only.
Hold up. I'm sorry.
On habits, I got no interest in status. You really think you're the baddest? Well, I must have missed it, and you're leaving me off your list. Waste your madness. Only thing that matters is coming out guns blazing, shoot. Only way you can tell you have is whether you can make them. Got them all bouncing round like rabbits, rapping to your shit like parrots. They don't even know who Pat is. When they ask for the autograph, it's coming out guns blazing, shoot. Only way you can tell you have is whether you can make them. Got them all bouncing round like rabbits, rapping to your shit like parrots. They don't even know who Pat is. When they ask for the autograph, I can only sign with blue. If you can't keep up,
Man, I love this dude.
they don't even know who Pat is. When they ask for the autograph, I can only sign with blue. If you can't keep up, that's fine. Give you one bar at a time like a diabetic. Paramedic on speed dial. Meanwhile, I'ma feel alright. Step on the gas, cause all I ever see is green lights. Hennessy aged well, see now. Legacy ain't built, but I don't need a prophecy to know everything is gonna be alright. Life is testy, it'll make a mess if you get me. You puppets have got it wrong. Just walking around upset when you're focused on what you've got, when it's more about what you can be. Stay with me, you'll see what I can become. Bellicose. It's gonna be alright. Life is testy, it'll make a mess if you get me. You puppets have got it wrong. Just walking around upset when you're focused on what you've got, when it's more about what you can be. Stay with me, you'll see what I can become. Bellicose.
I am impressed, bro. That shit is crazy. I got the link just recently posted, so I'm not gonna post it again. Damn. That dude is good, man. Thank you for sending that one in. Holy shit. That was next level. So this one's short. This one won't be crazy at all. Shout out to SpongeBob.
I thought you said Weast. Weast? What kind of compass are you reading, lad? This one, sir.
This is an old track. This is pre-studio days. So this is with Broski. This was back when he went by Zettabyte. Like I said, he's one of the first people. He's part of the first group of people I started ever writing with. So hence AlphaByte and Zettabyte. And this project is called A to Z, a double entendre for the alphabet and our rap names.
That's West, Patrick.
And I'm headed out west. Now I'm looking back even for all my
Oh, Rap 101. Man, I need to do something like that. That's dope as fuck.
dreams that are deceased. I've taken off my leash, looking at the man in the mirror like I'm done. Capiche? Yeah, I'm headed out west, and I'm taking a shot with every doubt. I really want out, not a worry on my mind.
Like, I really like this. Like, him on this track is nice.
That's what I wanna be about. Now I'm headed out west, better in my life.
Here comes me.
I have to say the least.
Headed out west while I represent the west. Got some shit that's on my chest as if I'm filled with some regret. If she's a needle, I'm the thread. I really need her and I bet I'm far from on her mind. I guess it only makes sense. She moved on, man, I paid rent. Now I'm living in this basement where the paint rips right from a wall like a stained whip. This ain't basic, I'm advanced with my schemes like a spaceship. I look and gaze at pictures, the sadness and hate is mixed with the feeling of failing. This is no longer safe cause my interest is dissipated. Heads in the clouds, always elevated, trying to just survive. The bell is ringing, gotta wake up, it's the smell of evening.
And I'm headed out west, now.
And yeah, man, this shit was, it was a cool little vibe, Lena. I appreciate that. It's just so old, but it does hold up a little bit. Phantom Studios, I'm only doing donation requests. So if you can't afford it, you'll have to catch a stream where we have open free submissions. Appreciate you coming by though. I hope you're doing well.
Looking back even for all my dreams that are deceased. I've taken off my leash, looking at the man in the mirror like I'm done. Capiche? Yeah, I'm headed out west, and I'm taking a shot with every doubt. I really want out, not a worry on my mind. That's what I wanna be about. Now I'm headed out west, better in my life to say the least.
So it looks like this is like a 12-bar verse. So headed out west while I represent the West. That's a immediate shout out to the song and SpongeBob for West while I represent the West, talking about being from Arizona on the West Side. I mean, it's 4 people watching and just react. I mean, it's my stream. You can just listen to the rules and not be a weirdo about it. Because this is about breaking down my music, and it's not about reacting to other people's music. So if I'm going to react to other people's music, it's going to be because I'm getting paid for it. So yeah, got some shit that's on my chest as if I'm filled with some regret. So, you know, that's some pretty direct shit. Just talking about that I'm going through the shit, and it sounds like it filled with some regret, made some decisions I'm not very, proud of. If she's a needle on the thread, I really need her, and I bet I'm far from on her mind. I guess it only makes sense. So talking about a female, if she's a needle on the thread, talking about we just go together. I really need her, and I bet I'm far from on her mind. I guess it only makes sense. She moved on, man, I paid rent. Now I'm living in this basement where the paint rips right from a wall like a stained whip. This ain't basic. I'm advanced with my schemes like a spaceship. So, break up, you know what I mean? Talking about that. That shit's the worst. Yeah, it's nothing personal, Phantom. That's just how it is for everybody. Wait, what was the song I was just playing? No, so this is my track. I'm Alphabyte, see this name? And Zettabyte was a homie. This is an old track, a little old EP we did. This is part of an EP. So yeah, I've got a playlist here of copyright music that is all my shit. That yeah, I'm just breaking down my lyrics. I haven't ever broken down my lyrics before for people. So this is a pretty dope way to do it. Let's see. Some really cool imagery about a house, talking about she moved on, I paid rent, now I'm living in this basement where the paint rips from a wall like a stained whip. This ain't basic, I'm advanced with schemes like a spaceship. So it's cool because there's different areas. You're talking about a house, being in a basement, referring to a stained whip, being in advance with my writing like a spaceship. But she moved on, I paid rent, so that's basically what it is talking about. You know, like she is gone, she's moved on. I'm paying rent, like she's living in my head. Now I'm living in this basement where the paint rips. Instead of, you know, I just chose saying living in this basement to help describe like the hole. Like instead of just being down in a hole, you're in a basement. It's still sub-level. Where the paint rips from the wall like a stained whip. You know, like a shitty car has some shitty painting. Well, shitty basement I have with shitty walls has shitty painting. Talking about that. This ain't basic. I'm advanced by schemes like a spaceship. You know, and it's not even that crazy. This is such a slower song. So that was just me trying to just be rappy rap. I look and gaze at pictures. The sadness, this hate is mixed with the feeling of failing. This is no longer safe because my interest is dissipated. So this is literally talking about exactly what I was doing. I looked and gazed at pictures, so I would see pictures of us or her. I was sad and I was hate. You know, I was mad. I had hatred, and it was mixed together. The feeling of failing. It was all combining. This is no longer safe because my interest is dissipated. Heads in the clouds, always elevated. So this is no longer safe. Just saying like this feeling, like going through the pictures, doing this, it's not safe anymore. My interest is dissipated. I'm saying I can't be doing this anymore. I shouldn't be doing this. My interest is fading. Heads in the clouds, always elevated. Clouds can dissipate or dissipate. However it's pronounced. There's a correct way to pronounce that. Heads in the clouds, always elevated. That's a pretty simple saying, pretty direct. People understand that. Trying to just survive, the bell is ringing. Gotta wake up at the smell of evening. I always heard this cool story. My grandma, when she was raising my mom and my uncles, she talked about how when dinner was ready, they had a bell on the porch, front porch, or the porch in the back, and they would ring it anytime dinner was ready. And if they were just outside playing, whether it was out front or out in the back, they knew dinner was ready. So it's the smell of evening. So it's the smell of dinner. It's, you know, just trying to survive. Bells ring, gotta wake up, smell of evening. It's like, this was all a dream. This was all a dream. I'm waking up to dinner at night. So it's kind of like a very specific reference, but that is what those lines meant. Also, assuming we have nothing else after this request, because we're about 20 minutes away from hitting the 4-hour mark, and you know, I'm okay with not hitting 4 hours exactly with my YouTube, because we've been going hard, and the likelihood of someone coming through and sending more money in those 20 minutes probably isn't that high. So I'm okay with just chilling, you know what I'm saying? We will probably call it a stream after Massetti. Here's a link for you guys if you want to check out the track I just played and then the track I'm listening to now. Okay, I was about to say, I know I should be subbed to Massetti.
Yeah. They want me caught up in They want me caught up in the darkness, but I ain't never going back. I put my focus on the future, yeah. So we can start just to relax, yeah. I'm just trying to make an impact before I fade to black.
Woo! Yeah, I fuck with it, man.
It's not all about the pain we go through. It's all how you react. Yeah, it's all how you react.
Do him, because I see that. I remember Postcard, and he went from PFV to Postcard back to PFV. I see that Massetti has PF, and they also kind of have that same style. Postcard and Massetti, is that PF? Are they homies? Is that related? What is that? Anyone know? Oh, I'm sure he's got lots of music. I mean, to be this good and not put out a bunch of music, fuck wrong with you.
You don't need to meet them where they are, stoop low. Every picture that's painted has more than 2 tones. Leave the darkness where you find it and it do so. Isn't easy, but we have to before we lose hope. Darkness doesn't live up in the cemetery. It's up in your mind, I think it's dead and buried. So why you sniff around for the bones? Someone's out to get into it while you're living alone. You can let them win and you can lose yourself. Don't do it for them, just go and do it for your health. Hope you made some changes, but then only time will tell. I can only warn you if you listen. You don't need to prove something, no man. Thinking that cause we're broke.
Oh no, we haven't. We have not. What up, Jay? Hope you're doing well. We haven't. I've just been listening to my music, breaking it down, and after I break down every song that I do, if someone has sent a paid donation request, we'll listen to a song in between my breakdowns, but we're actually just kind of finishing up. So unless you do a paid request, you know, just because I needed to make some money tonight, bruh, and go to bed early, bruh. But I might not go to bed early, so we'll see what happens. Having music to listen to in these things is awful. So playing games in these is not nearly as bad as having to listen to music. Yes, I love his singing too. He's singing is crazy. Him and PFV, man, they both just got crazy control.
Cause we've taken love and the soul out of the romance.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Jay. If I were to be doing a regular stream, like if I had free requests, then by all means I'd be down to be spinning whatever. But I'm meaning to listen to the Jiminator track on my own anyway, so don't worry about it, dog.
Romance, but still we be acting like
Jay, it's all good, my G. You my G, don't worry.
little kids unaware of the place that we live. They want us caught up in the darkness. Oh, no.
I appreciate you just for coming through and saying what's up, though. Seriously.
But I ain't never going back. Let's keep our focus on the future, yeah. That's all how we react. You just try to jeopardize all that I've worked for. It's a cushion,
man. This guy's fucking jeopardize everything on what his voice. It just floats like air. It's just so soft.
Us caught up in the darkness. Oh, no, but I ain't never going back. Let's keep our focus on the future, yeah.
Yeah, this stream was fun, man. I broke, if you want to, because the whole stream will be available. It's like the first time line for line, I break down songs. You know what I'm saying? Entire songs, entire verses for features. Because I know you haven't really been able to hear me break down an entire thing before, line for line. And me and Angry Orphan, we're both going to be doing this. Me and AO have some really cool shit planned.
That's all how we react. You just try to jeopardize all that I've worked for. It's a cushion mad that I went cause I work more. I have never been an artist that they go and twerk for, but I'd rather die than be something.
Oh yeah, Jay, it's felt, man. It's felt. I appreciate you, seriously.
I'm not, it's what I search for. When I listen to music, I wanna hear you bleed. I wanna hear you to speak on moments where you were weak and you had to summon the courage to get right up in the flourish. These people don't know what it takes to be perfect, cause we don't have an image of it at all. We keep tearing each other, no claws, with no cause to it at all. Learn to love one another instead of battle. I'm not saying that we
I don't think we've had everything's copyright free, so I haven't played anything to get me clapped.
Don't gotta protect, but take advantage of the moment you reset. Try to forget, but you don't gotta forget. Even those that don't.
I could be dropping crazy frames because of internet or something weird. So, it could be on my end.
Don't agree without respect. And even though they want me caught up in the darkness, let's keep our focus on the future, yeah. When we're caught up in the darkness. They want us caught up in the darkness, but I ain't never going back. Let's keep our focus on the future, yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. I was about to say, I just lowered my bitrate output just in case.
That's all how we react. trying to make an impact. Work for before I fade a bad that I went cause I work. It's not all about the pain we go through. It's all how you react. Yeah, it's all how you react. In the darkness.
Excuse me. Yeah, I see on YouTube, it shows me that I'm experiencing issues apparently, so. All right, but honestly though, that is a stream, so I think we're chilling, man. I could probably play us out with a song and then call it. I'll do the cipher. I appreciate everybody who came by. Hey, Lena, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you sending the request to begin with. Like I said, thank you for helping us get dinner tonight. Till next time, doses.
Then to get it when I write, there's a middleman. A cipher will finish on the type that deliver that. A little bit of tech knife life, but the wing of that. A little bit embedded in the mind to the many lives. A minute that I give into the time that you meant alive. Credit that I built a better dive than a minimize. Legacy eluded like a movie, not a cinema. The boot is to the ground, I'm in a troop, been suited up. 1, 2, count 'em real slow. This one's for the ones who selling it so. Hear the bass drum hump, but the one that's Drake caught that the won't not stop to the more they blow. The country crumbles, detonate blows. I'm a beak on the ground, but it ain't no boat. When you pose on the gram and you ain't no go. But I coat my gram with an eighth of coat. And the country grammar bass with the flows. When the hammer clicks and the chamber closes. It's a canvas paint, need a brush, blood flows. Need a cloud on my veins for the rush hot nose. Never get in my face, I'm not that bro. When the right foot plants, watch a hook unload. I'ma crack your jaw, wanna break your bone. Like an Anglo-Saxon, raid your home. Set fire to the mic in the booth. Might talk like Mike in the court, so I shoot my shot. But despite being smooth, it's a crime. I walk on the moon in the night, and inside my thoughts are a room for the light of the life I brought. For the tribe I bred, but it might drive off 2020, get the vision blindside my ball. Took a dagger in the skull, hit both eyeballs.
Woo! You already know. You already know. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Have a good time. I'll see y'all on Twitch later. Appreciate you for the awesome breakdown sesh, for the requests, for all that good stuff.